being Tuesday, and since I have absolutely nothing to start with, this is what happened last time when we played Higurashi. Straight into the recap. Pressing the button. No. No.
As per usual, I was like, Tifa, do you have something to open the stream with? Tifa was like, yes, I do have something.
Yeah, the recap.
Don't do the thing you wanted to do that you just brought up that is actually really kind of cute and adorable. Let's do mine. I'm like, sure, I trust you. Tifa, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Do it. Psycho, thank you for the resub.
Love. 27 is not a prime number. No, but you are a prime person.
I don't know why. I thought it said private number. I'm like, 27 can be private. But not if you post it online.
What? Can you tell that Tifa is very tired? Tifa, why don't you take a sip of a coffee I made you? We sit here with 2 cups of freshly made coffee. Cheers, everybody. Let's celebrate staying awake together.
My mug is stuck
a bit hot
to
for me,
the...
but... Yeah, don't pour that over you or me, please.
I already had a cup of coffee today, though.
Tifa doesn't drink coffee. She makes hot milk and then drops a little bit of coffee and then she goes, oh, I drank a coffee.
I had a vanilla chino.
Now, let's pretend the stream just started, okay? And then we start with my intro to the stream. So, did you know that Tifa was almost 20 when she learned that snails have their houses for life? I thought that was adorable when I relearned this about Tifa learning this today.
I don't think that is as common knowledge as you think it is.
I'm not making fun of you. I think it's super cute that you thought that snails sometimes just take off their houses and then go take another ones. That's super cute.
I've talked about it a bit before, but we have this inner courtyard at work with a lot of huge snails. So
big snails.
I have to make sure people don't step on them because they're assholes.
Not people. One person.
One person. I have started claiming every snail in the courtyard. And
as a pet,
to do so,
by naming them.
As a pet, I have taken pictures of every snail I come across on the inner courtyard. And I give them like a sign which I stick on the door with their picture, their name, and a little personality story about them.
It's adorable.
To make it real. And I currently have like 7 snails up on the wall. And today I took 3 more pictures of new snails. Could have been more, but...
Free. Not free. Free.
3. Could have been more, but some of the snails kept coming back. Like Shelly McZoom. Dot already got eaten by a bird.
No, not Dot.
Dot has passed away, unfortunately.
Wait, did you see Dot being eaten?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Never ask questions if you're not ready to hear the answer.
F for Dot. Dot was just doing her own little thing, hanging in her shell, and
Dot was a snack for real.
A little bird basically ate her. But like I'm starting to recognize the patterns on all of their shells. And today there were 3 new snails which came out to play. So I took pictures of them and then I
came out to play. Tifa is herding them together. She brought a little ball. She makes some snacks. They have some nap time sometimes.
They're so cute, and I think I'm getting better at taking snail pictures too. I'll post them on Discord later. I still need names for those who would like to start naming the snails. And then Jack was like, what did she even say?
Tifa told me that one of the snails passed away. So I was like, do you know that? Did you see it get eaten? And she's like, no, but I found the house. So I was like, what if Mr. Sluggington just moved? And then Tifa looks at me. You do know that snails don't take off their houses, right? I'm like, never talk to children, please. I was trying to make it, you know...
I thought you were serious.
I tried to move it into the bittersweet territory and I tried to make it maybe have a silver lining, and then Tifa goes, no, Snails die when they lose their houses. Okay, sorry.
I thought you were serious. It took me until like forever. I always thought snails look for new houses, which is why you find so many.
Like hermit crabs, exactly.
Yeah,
that's adorable.
Which is why you often find so many like just empty shells.
Yes.
Not because they got eaten out of it.
Because they moved.
Because they moved, and I always thought they were like hermit crabs. Like at some point they grow too big, or they get too fat, and they need to find a new shell.
Exactly.
Where they would find shells like that, who knows? I never thought
well,
about
they trade
it,
them.
actually.
Just like people.
That I guess. I don't know how old I was. Probably 20, maybe older.
Maybe
I
yesterday.
realized that snails are stuck to their shell, and the shell grows along with them.
Yeah. And that's when I promised Tifa that one day I will find a type of snail that lives like hermit crabs. They exchange and move houses. And if I find a snail like this, I will name it after her. I will call it Snailitis Tifatis or something like that. I think that would be adorable.
That's slightly cute.
I'm adorable. Welcome in Dark Lord, by the way. If you make them snacks, does that make them schnacks? It should be. It should be. There are certain word plays you can make in German with snails, Schnecke, and things like snacks, like schnacks. Yes, exactly.
Absolutely works.
Beautiful. I taught Tifa a word I made up very early in our relationship. Schneckchen.
Oh yeah.
Now, pronounced in this case wrongly, Schneckchen would be this, which would be the cute form of a snail. Some people call their significant other Schnecke. I don't do that. That never really had the kind of ring to it that I liked, so I just never did, and nobody ever called me that.
Snails are cute. Would you like me to call...
No.
Mijn slakje in Dutch.
That's worse. No, please don't. But, when Tifa first moved over here, we went past this little bakery, and for some reason in this little bakery they must have not realized that inflation exists, because they never updated their prices. So they would sell these like cakes and snacks for super cheap. Like half the price of anywhere else, despite being in a prime location.
Like
it
3
made no
big
sense.
baker's cookies for like $1.50, or
120.
What are those things called again? The Streuselschnecke? No.
It's like a small crumble cake.
Yeah, what are they called again?
Streuselschnecke.
Yeah, that basically. For like
Like
€1.
a yeast dough with some fruit on top and then some crumble on top.
Oh, that's so cheap.
Sugar on top. Beautiful, delicious, super cheap. And then I coined the term Schneckchen. From Schnecke, the thing that we call those in Germany, because I don't know why we call baked goods snails. They're not even shaped like them. Doesn't matter. But also the word for bargain. Schnäppchen. So that became Schneckchen. And I'm so proud of that. And as I'm explaining all of this to you, I realize that it feels really lame, kind of, but I don't care. I'm still proud of myself for thinking about that.
Haven't gotten one in years though, ever since inflation did catch up.
When COVID happened, somebody must have told him, like, you guys know your prices are weird, right? Because they're way too cheap. And then they like quadrupled in like half a year. And now they're the same price as everybody else.
No. The place we used to go to still has good prices. It's still below other places, but it's no longer where you go,
yeah,
fuck yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah, that's true. Jack, I have bad news about Santa Claus. Why? What happened to him? Don't you dare. I cannot handle more bad news today.
I'm not sure there's a good mollusk to compare someone to. Well, I feel like snails are really cute, so it does kind of work.
If somebody really likes mollusks and snails, then it works.
Slugs feels slightly more of an insult for some reason, and I do not know why.
Under the shower, I am very slug-like. You know?
Like, I feel kind of bad for the slug, because Basically, it's like a homeless snail.
I know, right? But slugs are awesome. Slugs are very hardy creatures.
Yeah,
I've
fair
had
enough.
slugs thrown at me a couple times by Tifa's dogs. Because for some reason they go pee, and then they do the digging thing with their hind legs, and like twice they've launched big slugs at me and they just shrug it off. Like they get yeeted hardcore style at somebody and then they just fall to the ground and they go blip and then they just crawl away. It's crazy. Also, thank you very much for the 25 stream streak, Dark Lord.
Appreciate it.
Love.
Love.
Think it's cute. The Lady Noir is meine Schneeleopard, my snow leopard.
Okay,
Okay.
that is cute.
Fair enough.
I've never been into
The animal names?
into any cutesy form. Like even things like Babe or Honey or your typical sugar bum.
Why did you
Yeah.
get so excited when you said that?
Because I feel like that needs to be said in a certain
Oh,
way.
okay.
I don't know, it just doesn't.
Yeah, usually Tifa just calls me Jack.
But lovingly, sometimes.
I think if it's lovingly, it's you. When you believe I've done something, it's Jack.
Mm.
No? It's funny, I call her Han all the time.
Yeah, you do. But I can't say it back. It's
You
so
could.
awkward. It's like,
Try it.
um,
There goes all of my lovey-doveyness. Well, fuck you too, Tifa. As long as they stay away from my bike tire. I never understood the suicidal tendencies of slugs and snails. Like, you cannot explain to me that over all the generations, since bicycles and people walking down footpaths have invented, that all of these slugs and snails living in places where people keep crossing, they just refuse to acknowledge that it's not a great idea to go over these areas.
but the whole problem is the moment you have gone over a slug and it died, it's a food source. Slugs eat slugs.
Do they?
Yes,
Ew.
which is why often you see them like dead on the ground and there's like a bunch of slugs together.
I thought they're mourning. I thought we're having a funeral.
So by killing one, you attract more to risk their lives to eat their fallen comrade.
What? Are they all cannibals?
Well, did you seriously not think they were eating one another if they died?
No.
Why do you think they're always on top of one another?
I just said why. I thought we're having a funeral.
That's really cute.
I know. Okay. So I guess we shouldn't feel bad for when we accidentally step or ride over a slug or snail
No, you
because
still should.
accidentally.
I've never seen a snail eat another snail though. It's only the slugs. I think the slugs are the
Are snails
cannibals.
cannibals? Some snails are cannibals. Are slugs cannibals?
All slugs are cannibals.
Some slugs are known to be cannibalistic. Well, it's all of them. They're all problematic. I have learned now. But the...
Every time I try to show one to someone, a slug, they just say, "Ew, is that a leech?" and act like they know what leeches look like.
Yeah, nobody knows what a leech actually looks like. I don't think that. How often have you seen leeches in your life?
A couple times.
Of course, I'm sitting next to the one person that actually has.
Never in the wild though. I've never seen a wild leech.
The average person wouldn't know what a leech looks like from a snail, a slug. I mean, a snail is easy because leeches normally don't have houses on them.
I mean, I can see, especially from a distance, I can sort of see because you also have like these black slugs here. They're not always the brown ones.
Sometimes they're tigered, like spotted and striped.
Yeah, like if you
Really
live in an area that has both, maybe like at first glance I can understand why you mix them up.
Leeches also have a mouth on them,
Yeah.
where they go.
Yeah, but you don't see that at first glance. The idea of swimming in water that has leeches in them absolutely disgusts me.
But
But the idea of having one bite me just to know what it feels like, but it has to be by accident. Like, I don't want to grab one and go like plump.
You would. You 100% would grab.
Like,
you would grab a leech
creeps
that
me out.
looks skinny according to you, and then you would go, oh, it's so cute, it's so tiny and small and skinny. Eat something.
No. That actually creeps me out. Like I said, if I know there's leeches in the water, absolutely nasty. Like, I've seen these things swarm to things to eat them, and that's like, bleh, creeps me out. So I don't want to do that. I also don't want to just grab a leech and go like, here, have it. I also don't want to do that, because the idea of that also creeps me out. But the idea of knowing the sensation when one accidentally bites me, which changes everything, does make me curious. It's hard to explain. It's like I don't want to find out by doing it myself, but I want to find out by accident. Is there a word for that?
Jack, what's the German term for when you suck too hard on someone and it creates a mark? I would say you've done it right.
Een zuigzoen.
A what?
That's Dutch. I don't know what the...
I need to actually look it up. I posted in Discord, okay, Psycho, I hopefully in the NSFW channel.
Wait, what a hickey is? Or what did you post in Discord?
Good timing. Of course. Okay, sure. In German we call them Knutschfleck. I've used that term so little in my life I had to Google it for you. It's Knutschfleck. Knutschen is a word you can use that implies making out or heavy kissing. And the fleck is a spot. So a make out spot. Not as in a locality, but a spot you leave behind. From your mouth action.
Dutch makes the most sense so far.
That's the spelling. Pronunciation is probably close to how you spell it, but that's the actual spelling. There we go.
I don't think I've ever heard the word in German.
Why would you?
I don't know.
How many people that you speak only German with, well, how many people that you only speak German with would you have had a reason to talk about this with? Because we speak English at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean anything. Probably all of my German colleagues.
How often do your German-speaking colleagues come to work with hickeys? And do they do the classic thing where when they wear a scarf, when it's really not the weather to wear a scarf? Or a turtleneck?
But that doesn't mean the topic doesn't come up. I think we've touched the topic of things I have discussed and seen with my colleagues a lot of times. So it wouldn't be shocking to anyone if hickeys is a topic.
No, you keep somehow finding ways to bring up some of the more visually distinguishable fetishes that you've come across in your work. Hickeys are relatively tame, I want to say.
Yeah.
Is there a fetish for hickeys? I mean, of course there is. The human mind is wild and vast, but...
With a lot of things, it comes up because there's a colleague, there is a customer who has some outrageous sort of site or service that they offer, and then you start talking about it. And hickeys, yeah, is kind of tame.
Okay, I will leave this page open, but I will not click on it right now. But I googled fetish hickey because I expected I'll find some people
What's a butt hickey?
Do want to talk about this. The second thing Google shows me is what you need to know about butt hickeys. Not only are butt hickeys more discreet than regular hickeys, but they encourage a more active lifestyle overall. And I will look at this after stream because I think I understand the words individually, but they encourage a more active lifestyle?
I don't think...
How?
I think it's on another cheek, then you might...
Oh, they mean on the cheek. I don't know about that.
I think it's on the butt cheek, probably.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna click on this during stream.
If it was somewhere else, I would call it the starfish hickey or something. Like something that also sounds exotic.
When you suck the farts out of a person.
I don't know, there's a kink for everything. Quite sure there's one for sniffing farts.
I'm just gonna put this thing back on because... no, butt cheek is too tame to be its own thing. That's what I was thinking, which is why I'm not clicking on it, but Tifa then, of course, has to verbalize the rest of her thoughts.
Hey, I kept it PG-13.
Well, if it was somewhere else, that sounds like you're gonna get hammered. Potentially, yes. That's... I guess that's the risk those people have. I mean, no kink shaming, but the people that are into that kind of thing. Nothing about this stream is PG-13 in general.
Fine, 14 then.
That doesn't exist.
I mean, you do. I think if you're into that, or if you're into starfish, hickeys, hemorrhoids, or a thing that you would take for granted. It's like, I forgot what the name of the fetish is, but it's licking eyeballs. Like, you also take pink eye for granted. Like, you know it comes with a certain risk, but it doesn't stop you from doing it.
Why? Thank you, Psycho. I would too if I could. Why? Okay, question. Are there... We're not Googling this, and I don't recommend anybody... Unless you're curious, of course, Google it, but... Are there more people who want to know what it feels like to lick an eyeball? Or are there more people that want to know what it feels like to get their eyeballs licked? Follow-up question. We don't need to answer the first two.
Let's have a poll. What do you prefer?
No.
Would you rather? Would you rather?
Tifa?
Answer the would you rather.
Tifa? No. There are certain boundaries, and I like them. We don't need a poll for this.
Imagine boundaries.
Yes. It's nice, isn't it? But to follow up with my next question. Are you an eye top or an eye bottom? Basically. Here's my next question. How most people, anything with or around their eyes is like super sensitive. Like you get anything in your eye, it gets irritated. The idea of having to touch my eyeball makes me go, ah.
Yeah, but you do it on the eye white. The eye white is fine. You can just touch that, do whatever. It won't get irritated, you won't feel it. You just need to get over the something approaching your eye.
How do you find out that you derive arousal from somebody licking your eyeball? Not over the eye, not the lids. That could happen. Maybe you have a dog and they run up to your face and they lick over your face and they go over your eye like this. But that's the skin. I'm talking about the eyeballs. Like...
I don't know, how do you find out about any fetish? It's just a thought that comes up you find interesting, I guess.
Probably saw something about online and tried it. Yeah, I guess.
Or that.
I can't even keep my eyes open when I need to put like eye drops in there. The idea of somebody's tongue touching me anywhere near there, it makes my eyelids like clench and hurt right now already. For the record, Tifa undergoes to end of recap. This is Jack's fault.
Thank you. I'm glad we have that in writing. Oh yeah, why is there a Tifa moment on?
Delete comment.
This is not Tifa moment.
This is peak Tifa moment, Tifa.
I did not start this.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did.
How did I start this?
You know how. I think it's also that I have cats and licking is not always a good sensation. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, cats' tongues are really rough.
Yeah, like 2 licks is fine, but then,
they scrape off your skin.
Then it's the rough sandpaper feeling. Especially when they go all out and it's like a... Bleh.
They're like, oh, I'm grooming you because I love you. And you're like, no, please, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but please do not do that. Yeah. Now, eyeball licking, I don't understand. Both sides. Both for doing it and for being on the receiving end.
Yeah, it's not really for me either, but...
Real quick, to make this even worse, this is not fetish talk, this is things that might make your stomach turn talk.
I'm glad we didn't reach the fetish talk yet.
But I leave a banner on so you know when the banner is gone, the topic is over.
I feel like this needs to change.
No, this is perfectly fine, this makes sense. My dad has diabetes. He has had that for years. We mentioned the story of how Tifa diagnosed him. Because my dad
I saved his life.
That's true. My dad thought it was normal that he drank 12 liters of water in one day.
And his tongue was split.
And his tongue was like cracking, despite him being hydrated for a whole family. And Tifa was like, you know, that's not normal, right? He's like, yeah, I'm always thirsty. We need to get something to drink. He's like, you know, that's a telltale sign of certain types of diabetes, right? He's like,
I advised him to go to the doctor to have it checked out.
The doctors then told him, well, first of all, yes, you do have diabetes. But at the same time, you know, we had wanted to tell you this last year when we took your blood and we knew already. You never showed up for the talk. So, like, you could have known.
No, I saved his life.
Yeah, it's fine. No, yes, you did. You actually did with that. Thank you for that. No, but because of my dad's diabetes, one of the symptoms some people who are diabetic have is that their eye pressure goes all wonky. So my dad, for the last year, has to regularly go to an eye doctor, and because currently his eye pressure is too high, he gets... Exactly.
No.
Yes. He gets shots into his eyeballs every 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time he explained that to me, I wanted to jump out of a driving car. But he was already freaking out, so I had to sit there like best poker face, like, oh no, it's gonna be fine, of course. I mean, this is true, you're not the only person who does have these symptoms. They are professionals, and I do know one thing because I had a colleague who also had to have this done. You don't feel that. You think you will. We've all seen the horror movies where they go...
Yeah, but it's not straight in the pupil.
Yes.
That's where the irritation...
But still, you don't really feel much on your eyeballs. You do there, but not on your eyeballs. Plus, they put a numbing thing on there, so like you could punch him. You could punch him in the face, he wouldn't feel it.
But even then, just the idea.
Yes.
Like even though I know it doesn't hurt either, the idea is already nauseating.
The thing that
jumped from the next cliff, yeah.
Same. The thing that fucks me up, and it's one of the reasons why I'm trying to live as healthily as I can, so I never have to deal with this, is I would be the person that goes, listen, I'm gonna pay you to put me under. Just knock me the fuck out and then do whatever you need to do. But you cannot do that with eye operations like this. Because the patient needs to focus straight forward so that you can do the thing on the side. If the eyeball moves, you will damage something. You might most likely damage something. So the person needs to be fully aware that this is I couldn't.
You would never get that shot.
No, I would go blind in both eyes.
Also, in a very interesting fun fact, I found out a few months ago, tigers can strip flesh just by licking.
Yeah, that seems about accurate. I mean, it's a big cat. Their tongues are really rough.
That is so much force again. So much force on that.
Gets the bones nice and clean. Of a prey.
Makes sense, I guess, but still.
I was thinking of, why is there a Jack child? But then I thought Jack got a Jack might sound different. That is correct, and that's why I didn't make one like this. This is also true, by the way. Back in the day, they'd figure out if you had diabetes when you go to the water tester, which was someone who tasted your urine to find if it's too sweet, which would mean you would have diabetes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is also really interesting.
They had piss sommeliers that would go, the color.
I didn't know there was
slight sweet tinge.
Difference in flavor if you're
diabetic. Smooth and sweet.
What if it's just because of what you ate?
Well, you keep going there, don't you?
Again, that is such a weird idea.
I want to say, I feel like every time we talk about like doctors and like surgeons, we come to the same conclusion. You need to be built differently to be in healthcare and to cut people open and to do all of this stuff and not puke or get squeamish about it. But I want to say the overlap between what we nowadays would consider weirdos and old-timey doctors must have been really big. Like that Venn diagram was almost one circle. Like, who gets up one day as a kid and go, I want to drink piss for a living?
Well, at least it isn't a shitty job.
Tifa, I hate you.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'm actually very proud of that one. Then thank you. It was also really funny in my head.
I've only seen the kind of diabetes you need to inject into your elbow. Into your elbow? I've never seen that. Usually the people that I know that had to inject themselves with like insulin did it in a stomach fold.
Yeah, like stomach or leg.
Like
my grandfather usually did leg.
Upper leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. My dad, long story short...
That seems so weird too.
My dad was super lucky despite his horrible lifestyle leading to him being eventually diagnosed by Tifa. With proper diet and lots of exercise, he was able to turn it around. He doesn't even need shots. He just needs to make sure that he sticks to a certain type of diet. That's it. Really, really lucky. Completely manageable. Uncle Lucky, who probably wasn't my real uncle, did this all the time. My mom claimed it was from eating too many peanut shells.
Peanut shells?
Oh, okay, question. Wait.
What kind of peanut
When you say... I have the same question. When you say peanut shells, what is the shell? Is it the beige part outside that I crack with my fingers and then throw away? Or is it the super thin skin around the actual peanut proper?
But the skin seems odd.
Because I know you can eat both.
You can eat the...
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Presumably the cracked part, not the skin on the nut. I know I asked that, but still on the internet reading anything containing the skin on the nut feels like I need to think about it. Okay. I mean, there's also a dish, Dark Lord, maybe you know because you're currently a resident American here. Boiled peanuts. I think you eat those with the shell.
Boiled peanut soup?
No,
I think he was big into boiled peanuts, a common southern food that comes in tall styrofoam cup. There you go.
There, look, Tifa. They boil the whole peanut and you do not eat the shells. Are you sure about that? Because...
I see some thumbnails here where it seems like they're eating the whole peanut.
I'm also seeing pictures where people do that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't know, but boiled peanut sounds not great to me.
Are peanut shells toxic? I have no clue. I just never thought of eating them.
Are peanut shells
toxic? That's the first time I heard of boiling them. Like I've heard of peanut soup or like peanut sauce, obviously, but just like boiled peanuts.
They are apparently not toxic, but they are not good for your intestines, and you cannot digest them. So it's like eating trash, basically.
It's because of pesticides, just like with normal fruit that can...
Yeah, as
is
toxic
what makes it
as
harmful.
other things that have been sprayed.
Yeah.
Basically. Peanuts are technically a legume, which makes them more like beans. Okay, I didn't know that. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It looks like a bean.
You know what's technically also a legume and kind of like a bean? Tifa's recaps. As she stares down into her cup of coffee. Tifa, what has
you didn't finish your sentence yet. I was waiting for you to finish.
Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi when we cried Chapter 7 Minagoroshi?
The last time
we played Higurashi here at my favorite letters X, we were still in Chapter 6 or 7 of Chapter 7.
Tifa's 3-bean recap. Well, it's more...
Feels like it.
It's more like half a bean. Really.
This too makes me gassy.
The last time we played, Keiichi and Ooishi were still having a chat while Keiichi was waiting for Mio to finish something after a council meeting to discuss Watanagashi. There, Ooishi gave us a fair warning regarding the child consultation center.
Basically, don't overdo it. Don't go there with a larger group of people. You're only gonna annoy them, and that might hurt your case in the end, because that's how this works. And you know what Keiichi did? Keiichi told him, well, fuck that opinion. I don't give a fuck. I'm fighting fate, I'm fighting for my friend, and if it takes 60 people, 1,000,000 people, I will go there every single day with whatever support I can muster, and I will make them listen to me, because that's what you do as a friend in this situation. And then I clapped internally.
Basically, even though I do agree with the whole skipping, I do feel like there's still important information in that conversation, and that is that Ooishi has also informed Keiichi that sleeping dogs basically woke up because the Child Consultation Center has asked the Sonozaki family if they're involved in this and what their opinion is on this, basically. Oreo-san absolutely hating the Hojos obviously denied that they had anything to do with it, meaning the Child Consultation Center does not see it as a priority case.
This is confirmed during a tip shortly after this conversation where somebody from the place calls Ori and she goes, no, I have nothing to do with this. Why would the Sonozakis do anything like this? Blah, blah, fuck the Hojos.
Yeah, so basically the warning we got was confirmed there as well. After we go to the next day, Keiichi obviously made up his mind to keep fighting for it. But before we go, we first go to school. And guess who showed up again?
Satoko!
Satoko was sent back to school. Basically because her uncle couldn't keep her home much longer without making people suspicious and knocking on his door again. Yeah. So he's threatening Satoko to shut up about everything that is happening. Otherwise he's going to trash
Satoshi's room at the Hojo house.
Which is something she's still attached to and she doesn't want it changed in case he comes back, obviously.
Yeah. When he comes back.
So that is enough to keep her mouth shut and to convince everyone that no, she's not being abused, she's fine, she had a fever. Until the principal comes into the room and she thought her uncle came for her. She has a massive panic attack, even though seeing the principal, she still believes it's her uncle.
He even talks to her, tries to be like supportive, like, hey, Satoko-kun, I'm so glad you're back. But she is beyond reasoning, she's just cowering, crying, freaking out.
So she's brought to the nurse's office and someone also calls Irie-san to please come. And we learned that she hasn't been taking her medication every day either, which she needs, and that causes more panic attacks and gives her a harder time to
distinguish reality.
Basically.
I think Rika explained it to Keiichi, hoping that he can keep the secret. If I recall correctly, she described it as basically every person collects garbage information all the time, but our brains work in a way that if we think the shadow over there is a person staring at me, our brains realize, no, that's just a shadow, there's no person there staring at us. Satoko's brain doesn't do that. So when she heard the steps, she thought, oh, this is the same steps as my uncle's, as Teppei's, and whatever information would follow that didn't compute anymore. So that's not great.
Basically, after Irie has come, given her medication, it's fine. We've also told her that we are going to the Child Consultation Center every day to plead her cause and to help her. She doesn't feel like that's necessary, tries to stop us from us, and basically doesn't want us to go. Regardless.
Which makes sense, because she's being blackmailed.
She thinks she gets in trouble for it, so yes, makes sense. Obviously, we ignore that because we still want to save Satoko. And we show up at the end of the day at the Child Consultation Center with almost like 60 people. We're full-on thing. Irie has even came with like banners and head caps, which is like save Satoko and all of the motivational slogans on there. Like it's a full-on protest at this point.
Baseball guy showed up with his friends. He took the otakus, the weirdos along from Angel Mord. We're like 60 people. And we're storming the place. We're walking into the place. I keep saying wrong words, not forcefully, but with purpose. With the backing of all of these people behind us. Nobody actually stormed the place, of course.
Basically, so we were gonna see how do they react when this many people show up, and they have asked for, because the big meeting room isn't available and they can't host all of those people in a small room, they have asked for 3 representatives out of the group to plead the cause and discuss it once more.
After a lengthy debate about who should go, it was decided that it would be Keiichi, Rika
as the best
being
friend,
Sadako's best friend,
and Irie
being a doctor and an adult, which makes a lot of sense.
So they go into the room. Before we have to talk, Rika has a very lengthy conversation with Hanyu
Herself.
and herself about how she might have been the cause why every of her lives have gone into a dead end, because she's been standing on the sidelines a bit more instead of actively trying to change fate and stepping in herself.
Not the cause necessarily, but she could have done more.
She didn't prevent it.
At a certain point, she just gave in to the whole I'm going with the flow.
She just watched others, and she has realized that when stepping in herself, which we have noticed in the previous chapters, things actually change.
Yeah.
And fate does get changed.
She described it as she's an actress in a play, but instead of being up there on stage with the others, she's just sitting downstairs in the audience eating popcorn. So she put the popcorn away and got up on stage.
Hanyu doesn't want her to do that. She feels like by stepping up she only gets hurt more, and she should just watch things, and she doesn't need to step up now because there might be another life where things will actually get better, and she just needs to wait and see until that moment will finally come, even if it takes another 100 years.
Hanyu is very much team thoughts and prayers, whereas Rika is moving into the thoughts and prayers are great, but I also need to do something about this. Because just hoping for it doesn't do enough.
Basically. So afterwards, Hanyu fucks off. We have decided that we are gonna do everything in our power. This is the last bit we're gonna give, and if this world does not end up, she will accept her fate if she gets killed and just dies.
For good.
So she's gonna give it her all this final time. And after we have made that decision,
they had the talk.
We saved.
Which we skipped, because it's just we had the conversation and then fade to black, new scene, and that's where we left off.
Exactly.
Skill issue.
That was such a good recap.
I thought so too, thank you very much.
I know, right? It's the coffee.
So from now on, every stream is a coffee?
No.
Isn't coffee that bad?
No, it's alright.
I want to say it's pretty good actually.
But I have to drink it fast, because if it gets cold, it's nasty.
We can microwave it.
But I also hate leaving drinks.
Ooh, yours is even better than mine. I made yours a bit stronger. I didn't want to put too much coffee into my coffee, because
I also have normal milk. You
No, you don't. You have oat milk.
What?
You said you don't care, so I gave you oat milk.
That's true. I thought it was normal milk. Well, it's not bad.
Let's recap.
But once it gets cold, it's not nice.
You're bad. You're bad at drinking coffee, Tifa.
Great recap.
Thanks to my help. Skill issue, indeed. Are we in agreement now, by the way, that Hanyu sucks ass? In a starfish hickey way?
Not fully yet. Do I agree with Hanyu's attitude? No. Would I say she fully sucks yet? Also no.
Team Jack is a true believer of Hanyu sucks. Just so you know. Just so you know. Tifa, are you ready for Higurashi?
I would like to know a little bit more about Hanyu's circumstances. I am ready. That was such an aggressive button click.
It worked, didn't it?
Yeah, but still.
Go on, Tifa. Yeah, I have a little girl to save. Hurry up.
How was it, Keiichi?
Just when I want to drink. Well, it felt like a repeat of yesterday. We both went over the same things we talked about then.
We're still not reaching them? I guess they said they'd look at matters more carefully.
Pretty much. They said they would visit once a week and make a decision 1 month from now. 1 month from now? Are you... I get it,
How
but I
much do
hate
you
it.
want to bet that none of them brought up the whole panic attack she had at school?
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to bet?
No,
No
because
one mentioned that. 100%.
I don't want to bet, because if they did and they don't do anything about that, then I hate them. And I do want to trust these institutions. And if I didn't tell them, I hate these characters.
They definitely didn't. They're going to leave her with her uncle for 1 whole month? How come they can't understand how much Satoko will be hurt in that time?
Maebara-san clearly explained to them the danger she's facing. I also told them about what happened to her last year.
No, not last year. What happened to her today? What happened today?
However...
It's the coffee.
Coffee makes Tifa go angry!
They're really not going to consider it an urgent case unless Satoko-chan seeks help herself? Oh, one thing we forgot in the recap, part of the huge dialogue Rika had is, and the fact that she needs to step up, is that one of the things that needs to happen for Satoko to be saved in this world is for Satoko to reach out for help herself. And Rika believes that she has to be the one that convinces Satoko that it's okay to reach for help. And that's, she feels, is going to be her part because the Child Consultation Center isn't going to give in.
The thing about this whole issue is, though, everything is stacked against Satoko. I mean, so far the explanation has always been, oh, Satoko doesn't do anything about this. She doesn't speak up about it because she believes Satoshi would be disappointed, or she wants to be self-reliant for Satoshi. But now we also learned that Teppei is blackmailing her. If she speaks up, he's gonna destroy the things that are left of Satoshi. He's gonna trash the room. So there's even more things hindering Satoko from speaking up about it. Plus she's like 8. That's an impossible situation for a kid to be in. I don't mean to cut into your conversation, but is it possible for us? Is it possible for you to get Satoko-chan to ask for help?
He said that he's going to destroy Satoshi-kun's room if she tries to leave him.
How does she know this?
We've given the details.
No. How does anybody know this? We saw that in a tip. And in the tip, the only 2 people in there...
Satoko has told Rika while they were in the doctor's office because Rika has told Keiichi that this is one of the reasons why she's not speaking up. That was actually in
yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So we know that is the case because they spoke while they were alone waiting for
And
Irie.
so Takano was either there to help Satoko or she learned from Irie, who probably overheard the conversation.
I have a feeling Keiichi gave them a briefing too.
So much for keep the secret.
Regardless, well, the medication and stuff is a secret. Not the whole she's being abused and this is the reasoning why she doesn't speak up.
Potato.
Oh no, these are a different, very potato.
Potato, sweet potato.
Yes, exactly, that's the difference.
Yes.
What a horrible thing to say.
Also, I'm sorry, but the way you did that to your nose sounded like a dog scratching his nose.
The inside of my nose really itchy or something.
Do you need me to suck on your nose? I'll give you hickeys. I think that looked absolutely as creepy as it felt.
Oh, if your nose is stuffed and someone like blows into it, I wonder if you can blow the stuffing like into your...
You shouldn't put stuffing
when
up
you do
your
that,
nose, and yes,
and you
could.
like pull it back.
Yes, you could.
If someone blows into your nose hard enough, what do you think it would have a... Oh, that's an interesting thought. Has anyone tried that out? Like, I don't want to try that out myself, but I would watch a video on that.
If anybody wondered, why do you have this banner? Exhibit A.
Remind me to check if something like that is on YouTube.
No, I won't. I will remember this, but I will not remind you.
Sure, there's a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you blow hard enough on one side, it comes out of the other. Could also be...
Tifa, how much do I need to pay you to just read your lines?
They're still not changing their minds? Satoko can't even ask for help because she's being taken advantage of.
The purpose of a child consultation center is to protect children. I was starting to get angry the more I thought about it. But as I thought about it some more, I realized that they were just trying to do their job. It was just that our opinions differed about the degree of urgency.
We told them to save Satoko-chan as soon as possible. They told us that she should be the one asking for help. Is there any way to resolve this? Is there any way to get an SOS from her?
Somebody goes to the Hojo residence and blows into Teppei's nose really hard.
The mountain dogs. Actually, Rika.
Why did I... I was trying to shame you with saying that I didn't know you would get into it again. We spoke to them about it. It seemed like they were listening closely to us. But it also sounded like they were still not going to take any action. Damn it. When the head of the office showed up, I thought I could change things today, but everything went the same as yesterday and we still weren't able to persuade them.
But they got one step further. They've
Did they?
now agreed to go on a weekly basis.
And make a decision in 4 weeks. That's not enough time. Oh, that's
No,
too much time.
I agree, but it's already one step more than, hey, we're just gonna look into it.
What's the standard procedure in 1980s rural Japan when it comes to this? We visit every 8 days? Now it's every 7. Cool.
They weren't going to at first.
However, I'm sure we're making progress. It might seem like we were with... What are you doing with your legs?
Nothing.
You kept shuffling around.
I was crossing
You good
my
now?
legs. No.
Imagine just being able to read your lines. It might seem like we're withstanding our blows at first glance, but we're feeling the weight behind them. Tifa, sit like a human. Thank you, Dark Lord. I'll do it with her. Seems to be an issue.
That fella hurt. That sounded like a satisfying crack.
No, it just cracked.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah, I'm waiting for your lines. Takes so long falling asleep here.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you too. We're not going to give up just because it didn't work out today. We're going to fight until they get off their butts and save Satoko.
I told everyone that we're going to do this again tomorrow too.
Thank you.
But we might get less people next time. This is really annoying. We're working so hard, but this is all we can do?
Damn it. We can't give up yet. We might have less people tomorrow, but we're not going to call off our 4th appeal.
And if no one comes, I'm going. I'm not going to give up until they agree to help Satoko-chan.
Same here. I'm never going to give up. Thank you, Mion. I'll take whoever comes. I could see you guys from the window. Those banners must have looked really intimidating to them.
Never gonna give you up.
Don't rickroll our audience.
I never got the rickrolling, by the way.
What did you not get about it?
The whole rickroll thing. What's the thing about the song?
You tell some... It's not about the song. It's about, hey, I found this really cool link. It's about a random topic of your choice. Completely unrelated to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. And then you send them the link and they click on it. And all they get is, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Yeah, but why that one?
Because it's fun.
But where does the origin from that song or using that song comes from? That's what I never got. Why specifically that one?
Because Rick Astley is never gonna... I don't know, Tifa, look it up yourself. Tifa will do everything and anything to not finish Higurashi.
I'm just addressing topics that come up.
No, they really don't. I'm glad I stayed up all night to make them.
Thank you for the sashes too, Irie.
Where do sashes come from? Where does Irie come from?
What's a sash again? The... like small backpacks, no? What did I...
This. Like a banner you put over
the
yourself.
banner, yeah.
No, a sash.
Well, yeah. The only one I see with them are in like Miss competitions. Or the mayor. It's also like a mayor thing.
I'm never gonna make another coffee for Tifa. I'm sorry for her behavior, everybody. No problem. I wish I could do more than this.
I'm going to get more involved. I was about to give up on saving Satoko, but seeing Keiichi and Irie talking with the head of the office today made me feel motivated.
Rika-chan was always watching us from afar. It made me a little happy to see Rika-chan getting more active in the whole movement. I wonder what Rika-chan can do.
The next time I see Satoko, I'm going to persuade her to seek help. I think I'm the only one who can do that.
The same thing was on all our minds. The issue will be resolved the moment Satoko seeks help. The issue will be resolved the moment Satoko seeks help. But nobody can say that to her because we all know that she's dealing with the memories of her brother. Satoko, I know how you feel about Satoshi, but this is different. Please ask the Child Consultation Center to help you. As long as you're seeking help, they're ready to save you anytime. Don't be afraid that your uncle is going to destroy Satoshi's room. Please ask for them to save you. But without even knowing Satoshi's face, I could never say that to her. The only person who can ask her to seek help is Rika-chan. She's been living with her for the past year and she's like family.
That's true. I told her today, but she didn't listen to me. It's sad, but the only person who can really talk to Satoko-chan is Rika-chan. I wish I could talk to her too, but I agree. Rika-chan is her best friend. If she can't persuade her, no one can.
If we can open Satoko-chan's heart, I'm sure everything will resolve itself. It might be the better approach rather than going to the Child Consultation Center like this. My stomach just howled like a wolf.
Kinda.
I think I know why. It's because you sit a little bit too close. No, Steva, I move you, you don't move you. You're really bad at this. Thank you.
That's not quite true. Although Reina isn't wrong either. We both have to reach out our hands. Satoko needs to reach out her hand too. I also have to do the same. If everyone doesn't work together, the miracle is not going to happen. I didn't work hard enough because I didn't believe we could do it. So the miracle never happened. So I'm going to make a greater effort. I'm sure Satoko will take my hand. Well, I can't really explain what I want to say. I'm sorry.
Rika-chan is usually a quiet girl, but she talks a lot. Why can't I read? Rika-chan is usually a quiet girl, but she talks a lot every once in a while. Just because she's quiet doesn't mean that she's not thinking about anything. In fact, because she's quiet, she must have a lot inside her heart that she's never expressed.
Maybe you need more coffee.
I need less of whatever this is today. We are going to continue our appeal to the consultation center. Rika-chan is going to persuade Satoko. This is the best approach, or at least the best one that I can think of. It might be slow and quiet, but now that I'm in the game, I can't quit until I win. If I gave up, I'd lose everything that I bet on. We're going to save Satoko. We just have to work together. But obviously we don't have much time left to fight. What to do? We're definitely going to have less people tomorrow. In other words, we can't intimidate the Child Consultation Center any more than we did today. I couldn't see any way to break our deadlock with the consultation center, so I had no choice but to swallow down the irritation starting to boil up in my chest and pretend not to notice it.
How many days until the Watanagashi, by the way?
Less than a week.
Okay.
It's getting pretty dark. Mion-san, you should tell everyone to go home now. I have a festival committee meeting tonight, so I have to head straight there after this.
Ah, I need to go to the meeting too.
We can all go together.
I almost forgot.
It meant I had to go too. While it wouldn't be a big deal if I missed the meeting, I should still go. I don't understand most of the things we're even talking about there, but I don't want to be rude. I have no choice but to go.
I guess we need to wrap things up for today. Otherwise, you're not going to make it in time for the meeting.
I have a question for the meeting. Have we seen Keiichi's dad again?
What's the matter?
Keiichi's dad left with some other people from the committee meeting to go out for drinks.
So, we haven't had a scene where Keiichi was home.
Yeah,
We also haven't seen his mom.
that's correct. But this is the first time, as far as I remember, that we ever see Keiichi's dad go away with strangers.
Not really. We've heard of scenes where he said he's out for the day.
On a work trip to Tokyo.
So?
Tifa, for the amount of horror movies you watch, you understand surprisingly little about the plots.
I don't see anything wrong here. Want to bet he's at the meeting?
I hope so. That would be nice. Neon thanked all the people who came today and told them to meet at the same place at the same time tomorrow. And with that, the third day of our desperate appeal was over. Hello? It's me, Keiichi. Yeah, I'll eat when I get home. I'm going straight to the assembly hall from here. Dad is on his way, right? Okay, got it.
Ah, it's a press A moment.
Yes,
I see.
exactly, Tifa. I really don't like the person you become when you drink coffee.
Because you worry about things that don't make sense yet.
I have created a caffeine monster. I called my mom and told her that I'd be going to the meeting without coming home. I get there kind of early, but if I went home first, I wouldn't make it in time. I can quit it anytime.
Coffee.
Hopefully. Stop chugging your drink. Drink in peace. So much for she can quit at any time.
Yeah, because it's getting cold.
Then we reheated you.
There's no point reheating the 2
Freak.
sips that's still left in there.
You're like,
It's almost empty
No.
already. It's just 1 cup of coffee.
yeah, exactly. Miss, I'm not addicted already. I know my coffee is quite good, but come on. And if you get that coffee... Mion, Rika-chan and Iria were going to head there with me. Shion said that she was also coming, and now Reina didn't want to go home alone either.
My dad won't be home until late tonight, so I'm coming too. You're not on the committee, Reina.
She is now.
I hope that's alright with you guys. I hope. No. State secrets.
Tifa, press A.
It's fine with us.
Okay, and now actually in character and not in Tifa mode?
That's fine with us. They'll be glad to see a bunch of young people there.
Bring me coffee.
Slash ass.
What?
Sarcasm.
Oh, I was thinking, why would you slash somebody's ass?
That would be very random.
Not the worst thing you've said today.
The average age will plummet.
That is very true.
I feel like with how young Rika is, the average age already plummeted.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Uncle Kimiyoshi too. I haven't seen him in a while.
We all headed toward the Fruta Shrine in the dim light.
Well, the one tree in the background kind of looked like it was falling.
Good thing you said that after the screen transition already started, so I couldn't see it.
I didn't expect that transition.
Fine, then, keep your secrets. The light was on in the assembly building. Some people had already arrived.
Evening.
Excuse you?
You guys are early. I find good evening so awkward to say. No one says good evening.
Everybody says good evening.
I feel like good morning is still an option, but good evening sounds awkward. Like good afternoon.
Guten Abend.
Abend. Or at any time of day, moin.
If any of you feel like I do, please let her have it. Please. This is my invitation to bully her. For all of our sakes.
I think you just have...
Is Tifa right? No, she isn't. Hello, Mion-chan and her friends. Good evening, Dr. Irie.
Hello, man.
Good evening. You're here early. We don't have anything else to do. I feel that. Everybody knows people like this. But like, well, got no friends. Family left me because I'm annoying as fuck. Might as well show up early.
I like showing up early.
Please give me the social interactions I so desire, but I have not made any effort to maintain myself. You like what?
I said I like being there early.
But you have other things to do.
But I still like being early.
Okay, thank you. Good talk. More people started coming into the meeting hall. Everyone seemed to come so early. I should probably come earlier from now on too. I mentally am 12. Sorry. I thought I saw a lot of fashionable shoes at the entrance today. There are lots of young people here. Shion-chan, it's been so long. What brought you here today? Everyone bowed to the newest arrival. It was the mayor, Kimiyoshi-san. He strolled into the room with the other committee members.
Hey, it's been a while. Hello, it's been a while.
Did you write the story? No? Then read it.
I tripped over the hello. I was hanging out with my sis and just happened to come along with them.
Is that so? Well, you're welcome here. You're coming to the Watanagashi Festival this year, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going this year for sure. Also, are these meetings just open? So it's like a committee meeting, but everyone can join?
Apparently. It's very communal, isn't it?
I want to see Kei-chan hosting the auction too.
I guess it's time for young people like you to take over the festival. By the way, I wanted to talk to you, Mion-chan. Can you come this way?
Fine, what is it? Is that guy from the refreshment booth still... is that guy from the refreshment booth team still angry?
Oh, well...
Mion headed outside with Kimiyoshi-san and the other committee members. There's only one room in the building, so they have to go outside if they want to talk in private. They're probably picking the next victim.
Today is Thursday. No, it's Tuesday. So we only have 3 more days until the festival. Are you ready for the auction?
There's not much that I can do for now. I'm ready to get up on the stage and do my thing though.
I think Keiichi performs best under pressure.
Everyone laughed.
Under pressure.
We continued to chat about the festival. We talked about what kind of festival young people like us would want to see. That sort of stuff. Suddenly, Mion tapped me on the shoulder.
Kei-chan, I need you for a second.
She gestured for me to follow her out front without letting the others know. What did she want?
If we're all in the same room and we're all talking to one another, how can she ask that of us without letting the others know?
She also brought along a squirrel and let it loose in the room so that everybody's minds were focused on that.
That's a really good tactic.
It is.
That
That's
would've
why
worked
I always
on
have a pocket squirrel.
Squirrel.
Imagine.
I have a pocket squirrel.
For a second, I thought Tifa accidentally pressed the end stream button because these two are right next to each other. Pocket squirrel and Tifa. That's not a bad idea. This would actually work. That's what I'm saying.
It really would.
Once outside, I see Neon, Chia-sensei, and the principal. Oh, Chia-sensei, Mr. Principal. Good evening. Chia-sensei responded to my greeting, but the principal must not have heard me since he didn't. His eyes were closed. He seemed lost in thought. That sight caused our happy, chatty feelings to cool off quickly. Maybe he's asleep. That'd be kinda cute. My intuition told me that this had to be about something bad.
I need to talk to you, Maebara-kun.
That doesn't sound good.
Are you going to the Child Consultation Center again tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes. We'll keep fighting until they save Satoko. That's our mission. I don't know if we'll get as many supporters as we did today, but we're going back there again. Right, Mion?
About that. Maebara-kun, I know you've already made plans for tomorrow, but after that, I think you should wait and see what they do.
Thanks to the advice from ooishi-san last night, I already had an idea of the situation. Is this a warning, Chia-sensei? If our protest grows any bigger, the village officials will have to take notice of it. That's why you're telling me to quit now, isn't it?
What did you post on Discord, Psycho?
The fuck am I seeing about Tifa and the freaking pet leech? Welcome in, Skinner. And clearly, it worked. Just saying. This was Jack's fault. I don't think so.
I need a break soon to know what that is about. And I do not want a pet leech, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Tifa, earlier you gave a whole speech about how you want to quit your job to become a leech farmer and then stroll into the open fields with your pet leeches as they run around the prairie together with you.
And they all have tiny hands.
Yes, of course. And then you go, yeehaw, as you ride on a leech off into the sunset.
If that was possible, that would be kind of cool.
If you're big enough.
Maebara-kun, I think what you're doing is a good thing. I have mental leech images.
Pet and leech does not belong in the same sentence.
No, I did not want a pet leech, by the way.
Don't make me take a screenshot of you just putting pet and leech into the same sentence.
We were talking about slugs, snails, and somehow came to leeches. And I said that if I don't really like leeches, if there's a lake with leeches in it, I would not want to swim in the water. And that was what I said.
Nobody remembers you saying that.
Completely normal stuff.
No, we all heard you saying you want to become a leech farmer. Or leech rancher, technically. Also,
a leecher!
Skinner, congrats on being second. Nice.
Oh, I'm on a roll today. Oh, it was so funny. Getting in a lake full stop.
Well, if you take Leech Tifa along with you, then she can charm them and they all stay on the side while you have a nice dip. Just saying. She can make that happen with her leech power.
The leech whistler.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably be like a shrieking to attract him.
All the leeches single file come out of the water as Tifa stands for like.
All the single leeches, all the single leeches. Come on out, take a sip of this snack, sip of this snack.
You're never beating the allegations. Her stomach agrees. Tifa's favorite fruit? Lychee.
I really do like lychee, actually.
There you go. There you go.
You're not wrong to pursue the things you believe in. However,
Like becoming a leech farmer full time.
I wonder if there's a market in that.
There is. Leeches are also used in medicine.
Are they still?
Yeah.
I thought that was like 1500s.
More back then, but still used today.
Huh. I kind of thought we moved past that already.
Only leeches. Yup.
I can see that work.
She stopped talking after that. Chie-sensei was supporting us until just yesterday. She even came to the child consultation center with us on the second day. So for her to start saying completely the opposite, I felt slightly dizzy from the shock of it.
Ask her why. Ah, there we go.
Why?
Oreo-san has interfered. Kei-chan, let me explain in her stead. Chie-sensei is still supporting us as an individual. However, well,
Is she being pressured by the Board of Education or something?
talking like she's not there. Chie-sensei will never bow to pressure. You have no idea how courageous she is.
Meanwhile, Chie is standing there like,
Don't do it.
just talk about me, it's fine.
She ignored the Board of Education and came to this village when the Hinamizawa Prime School was still not approved by the government.
I think Mion told me about that story before. The school was closed when the damn conflict happened. However, the village children still came to the school to learn.
Was that this chapter?
No.
Because I do remember we've
Previous
been
one.
told, I was gonna say.
There were no teachers here though, because the school wasn't officially operating. That was when Chie-sensei arrived. After they won the dam conflict, the Sonozaki family and other villagers made an appeal, and the school's existence was finally approved. Our school did not have an easy start. The government was against it, but the villagers forced them to approve. Chie-sensei came along with us on our appeal yesterday. That was very courageous of her, but now people who want to close the school are paying attention to what we're doing. Why would you want to close the school?
Well, they can go to school in Hinamizawa.
Which is where they
Or
are.
in
yes.
Okonomiya, I guess.
But then the curse of oyashiro-sama will strike them down.
No, Okonomiya is still okay. And you go with...
They don't know that.
You go with the intent of coming back. Oyashiro-sama cares about your education.
Vote oyashiro-sama for mayor.
That's basically it. Chie-sensei can't support us openly anymore.
Chie-sensei stared at the ground as Mion spoke. I'd never seen her look so sad. I have when somebody dropped curry.
If it was just me, I wouldn't care what happened.
No.
That's the same thing.
No.
If it was just about me, I wouldn't care what happened. I don't want to be a teacher who can't even fight for her own students. But I can't put the whole school in jeopardy.
I don't know who told her this. Whoever it was, they warned her not to escalate things around Satoko's case. They threatened the existence of our school to make her obey and pressured her with responsibilities she couldn't take on her own. You know, yesterday ooishi-san told me something similar. In this exact spot too. He warned me that if I kept escalating this, then I'd be fighting against the elders who still don't like the Hojo family. Or something like that.
He told you that? Well, he's not really wrong. The school board hasn't heard of the curse of oyashiro-sama.
Well, somebody
Everyone
should bring
has.
him up to speed then, shouldn't we? I have a question for you, Tifa. I have a really dumb question.
How many
Ooishi...
teeth do leeches have?
What?
Oh, never mind. What's your
What?
question?
What did you say?
How many teeth does a leech have?
Too many. Ooishi is interested in the curse of oyashiro-sama because of the stories his mother told him, right?
Mother or grandmother, yeah.
It was his mother, right?
Mother or grandmother, I don't know. Don't remember.
Could that mother be Oreo?
No,
Why not?
because he's not a part of the family.
How do you know that? Have you done a DNA test?
I'm not even gonna go there.
it would make some things a whole lot easier.
Like what?
Like every time they need somebody in the police to do something.
Nah. You can write it down, but I think you might have... I think you look for Oishi in your file, because I'm kind of certain that...
I wrote down that Oishi was in a relationship with Oreo.
No, I think you have written down that Oishi is a Sonozaki back in chapter 3 or something already, because this sounds awfully familiar.
I think Oishi is Satoshi.
That would
wearing a
make
suit.
him a Sonozaki, yeah, exactly.
So?
And I have a feeling it's already in your list.
Possibly, but then what? He could be a spy on the inside. I would do that if I had the means. Oishi is Satoshi is also eerie. And also a robot. Don't forget about that. That's the most important part.
I knew it. Or Jack knew it. Wow, spoiler start alert.
If you rearrange the kanji of Oishi. Mion looked at the ground along with Chie-sensei. I always thought Chie-sensei and Mion were stronger people. So seeing them both hanging their heads like, this is hopeless, made me feel like we were being pushed into a dead end, and I hated it. You were just at the child consultation center with us. You told everyone to come again tomorrow. That's the Mion I came to this meeting with. So when did she get swapped with this weak Mion? When I said when did she get swapped, I immediately thought of one thing. The mayor took her outside the building earlier. Did he? I see. He called you out here to talk about this, didn't he?
Well, kind of.
It felt painful to see her fake a smile like that. She was only out here with him for about 10 minutes. What the hell did he tell her that crushed her spirit?
The shitty thing is, this kind of feels like work. Like, I remember, especially back in my team leader days, like, I complain about something with my team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm, like, full on their side. And then you get called into a management meeting. And
this
then
is what
told,
we're going to do now. And then you go...
And you have to sell it. And then you go back to your team. And then it's like, oh yeah.
This is a great idea, actually. And now that I've thought about it, I am in favor.
This is so awesome. And we're all in on it. And now you have the opportunity to... It kind of feels like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The mayor created a third sister, Weekon. Basically. I mean, maybe Kimiyoshi had a thing with Oreo. Just saying. Mion, Chie-sensei, the two of you are the strongest people I know. I respect you very much. I can't even imagine what kind of pressure would cause you to change your opinions overnight. I didn't feel like getting mad at them. They were just as passionate about saving Satoko as I was. Towards them, I felt nothing but pity.
You know what's even more frustrating? The fact that they're all trying to fight this because they hate the Hojo family. But instead, if they would just go to the child consultation center, like, yeah, get him, it would ruin his reputation. It would go like a wildfire that he's a piece of shit abusing Satoko. It's like ruins their reputation even more. And then you can go like, ha, I told you that family is a piece of shit. Look at this trash.
I think I've said all of this last time we played this, and I think you and everybody else then came with, yeah, but Satoko is a Hojo as well.
Yeah, but it's not like we necessarily help her.
Yeah, we do.
She would go into foster care. The system is shit. Like, she deserves that.
Tifa, if Satoko ran out of a building on fire, and the villagers had to choose between putting the fire out or letting her run through every building in the village, burning them down effectively, they would let her burn down everything.
Yeah, but that's exactly the thing. So why don't they let them do that now? They don't even need to interfere. They're interfering. They're making their own lives harder by interfering.
Because helping another Hojo is as bad as destroying one of them.
Yeah, but it's not even...
it cancels out.
I'm going into your...
Yeah, annoying, isn't it? This generational hate bullshit. Oh, you're born with a wrong last name. I hate you. No, fuck you.
I just feel like if they want to do damage or nothing at all, it would be more beneficial to just let it run its course.
That's what they're doing. They let the trash take out the trash.
No, they're interfering. They're trying to stop this.
The villagers. The friends are doing whatever they can to make the situation better. The villagers don't care.
Right. Before we continue to talk though, should we take a short break?
I would like to finish this conversation if you stop stalling.
That's fine. That was just a question.
That's just an answer.
Maebara-kun.
That's not how she said it, and you know it.
Maebara-kun. I don't know how she said it.
In character?
Press enter. You make me drop my thingy. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to apologize. I could feel an angry tone entering my voice. I'd had enough. Tell me something. Why do the old people in the village still hate the Hojo family that much? The damn conflict is over. Satoko is totally innocent, isn't she? Why do they still hate her so much? Who hates her? Whose fault is this? I'm going to have a chat with whoever that is. Imagine, Tifa, if only we had pressed A, you would have gotten an answer to all of this, but why are they not helping them to hurt the other Hojo?
I don't think anyone actually hates the Hojo family.
What? What are you saying?
It's true that the Hojo family was the enemy during the dam conflict. The whole village believed that. But after Satoko's parents died, people started realizing that she was innocent. But no one ever come forward to forgive her. I can explain why. Why does Satoko even need forgiveness? She was like, what, 5?
Because she's born with a wrong last name. Is that so hard for you to understand? Why would you not hate a child?
Yeah, but I like the... Oh, now her parents are dead. She is innocent. I completely forgot that this 4-year-old didn't come to me and try to convince me to sell my house. Oh, that was the other 4-year-old. Like, you know, I keep mixing them up.
The term for a grudge is Ju-on. That's also a great name for a 4th Shmion sister. The 3rd one is Weekon. Shion. It wasn't just Shion who appeared. Reina and Rika-chan were there with her. They'd come out to check on me and overheard what we were talking about.
After uniting to turn the Hojo family into their scapegoat, the village is still living in fear. But not because they're scared of them.
Hiccups.
They're living in the fear that if they end up connected to the Hojo family, they'll be made a scapegoat by the village too.
In other words, if you help a member... Saying all of this specifically for one person in the world. In other words, if you help a member of a Hojo family, you might get attacked by the village, just like they did. They still feel that way years after the conflict.
Is that true? Everyone was always nice to Satoko-chan at school. Only the old people are involved in this.
Fuck the old people!
However, they're the core of the village. They all believe that the leader of the Sonozaki family, my granny, still hates the Hojo family.
Which she does. She does very much. We've had that tip with that phone call.
But that's not true. Granny is also afraid.
What?
She thinks that if she forgives the Hojo family, the other elderly people will lose trust in her.
Oh, this political bullshit, I swear.
This is some old people shit.
Helping the Hojos makes you just as bad as them, yeah? This is really complicated. So what do you mean? Who am I supposed to punch in the face? Every old person.
The truth is, no one really hates the Hojo family. They all think we should forgive them. But they can't come forward with that opinion. They're convinced that everyone else still hates the Hojo family.
I hate this so much. Everybody is so in their minds about what their neighbors will think of them that nobody steps up and does the right thing.
So, everyone is misunderstanding each other? That's right. You can ask all of them individually. You'll still see that no one really hates Satoko. Her parents' death marked the closure of that hatred. After her parents died, my grandma told everyone not to bother the Hojo family anymore. However, she didn't tell people to forgive them.
Fuck you, Oreo.
That's probably because of my father.
Well, fuck your father too.
Rika-chan's father? Why is that? My father was so laid back that people started saying he didn't deserve to be a leader in the village anymore. Rika-chan's dad was a very relaxed guy. I think that helped him calmly resolve things. But at the time, people who were burning with anger about the dam project were looking for a more aggressive leader. So my granny came forward and acted as one in order to unite the whole village.
And because of her role as an aggressive leader, she can't publicly announce that she's going to forgive the Hojo family. Yes.
You don't even need to publicly announce it. You just make the step to let them go on, and you don't even have to say anything. That is already a sign that all is good.
Why'd Oreo have to go and make things so complicated? Acting like she's somebody else, it makes one frustrated.
You are so offbeat, it throws me off.
You are so offbeat.
You are offbeat. But it's okay.
I'm sorry, I was the real Avril Lavigne, and you were Becky or whatever the name is of that clone that people believe Michelle.
I think
that they replaced her with. I'm just a skater boy. Sorry. I wish I can't skate.
Yeah. Old people put a lot of stock into not changing their minds. She can't reverse her policy so easily.
I hate that. That's not even an age thing. That's a people thing. I think as people get older, they just become more stuck in their ways. But this whole "I'm not gonna change my mind," you already have that with teenagers. Like,
yeah, but it gets more stubborn with older people.
No.
Definitely not.
I was playing along.
That's terrible. People are refusing to forgive Satoko-chan and then blaming it on everyone else. They can't forgive her because they're afraid of what other people might think. That's awful.
It is.
During the dam project, a few households actually thought it would be fine to vacate their homes since they were getting compensation money from the government. But they couldn't say that out loud. The Hojo family, however, came forward with their opinion and announced that they were willing to vacate. Those households gained courage after seeing the Hojo family, and they almost established a group of people who agreed to leave. I'm sure you understand this after today, but in order to effectively protest something, everyone has to have the same opinion. It's important that the whole village is on the same page. Before the dam conflict, Hinamizawa was tearing itself apart instead of waging war.
This is all so stupid.
They said it was because my father was such a lazy leader. He never thought that they'd actually build a dam. He believed that we could reach a peaceful resolution just by negotiating. People thought that was why some families started agreeing to leave.
So why is nobody hating on the Furudes then?
But they did.
Why is nobody holding the same type of grudge against Rika?
But she's still Shrine Maiden. She's the voice of Oyashiro-sama.
And Satoko is her best friend, but clearly that means nothing.
Yeah, but they openly said that they should accept. That's even worse.
The beautiful thing about just hating things is you don't need to explain why you hate things, you can just hate. And then you keep hating. And even if people give you a good reason why you shouldn't, all you do is still hate.
Supporters of the plan to evacuate? That sounds strange. This is the first time I've heard of that. People in the village always said that they supported the dam project.
She's right. They usually claim that their enemies supported the project itself.
It sounds worse if you call them dam project supporters than if you called them evacuation supporters, doesn't it? If you call them evacuation supporters, it makes it sound like they're peaceful people who don't want to fight. But calling them dam project supporters makes it sound...
I see. It sounds more like a group of bad people trying to submerge your village underwater. Like the bad guys. Since this conversation is clearly not ending anytime soon, regardless of your attitude towards it, how about we take a short break here before Irei butts in?
BRB.
BRB with hot coffee for Tifa. Again, we've been back for like 30 seconds when you said yes and when you launched into a very long yawn.
I didn't say yes yet to the button.
You said, yeah, I think so.
I didn't out-yawn my yawns yet before we went back. We're back.
Welcome in, Ranger.
I feel like your warnings...
Bring another coffee, Jack. I offered her another one. She didn't even want me to reheat the one she had.
It's like 2 sips. It's a waste of heating time.
Mm-hmm. I would, Psycho. I would. I'll take the coffee. Ranger, cheers.
Cheers.
Bring it on over. Would if I could. Now, you good? You ready to start making good decisions for tonight?
I think so.
I'll say you. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Beautiful.
Just a small plane trip.
Exactly.
That's a cheap coffee, isn't it?
It's a good coffee, hopefully. I don't know if you can actually hear this. I've never noticed it on the VODs, but when our chairs touch, because of the fake leather that they're made from, it has this like almost farting sound sometimes.
Because every time they touch, you hear some squeaking, and every time they touch...
It sounds like a fart. Yes, which I don't love in my ears. Just saying. That being said...
Save it to if I was guessing.
That's my secret. It's all about appearances. Coach had appeared. He came outside after noticing how long we'd been gone. The village of Hinamizawa was brimming with a sense of unity. Mr. Furude was not able to unite the village. The Sonozaki family figured they could seize power if they were to take charge of that unity.
I'm starting to understand now. Let's phrase it in a different way. You explain it to me like I'm 13.
Explain like I'm 5.
In order to unite the village, they attacked the Hojo family who betrayed their sense of community. They used them to intimidate other people. People became afraid of the Hojo family, so they changed their minds and started protesting against the dam project. Somehow this sounds more complicated.
Because I am so much in favor of aligning myself with the people bullying other people. I just love that. That's exactly who I want to be part of.
They held that if you interacted with the Hojo family, you were probably a supporter of the dam project yourself. That's why everyone kept their distance from them. They acted like they didn't even see them. When someone from the family talked to them, they ignored it.
Yes? You okay? It seemed like you were trying to make a point with your stomach bubbles.
Oh no,
And then she leans forward like...
My body is crashing, I'm just leaning on this.
Just putting the coffee further away from her. At least Tifa is still in frame for her. Lies. It looks like a skill issue to me, Skinner. One sec. Yeah, skill issue. Confirmed.
On purpose.
I can't do it either, so that confirmed it. Initially, they were targeting only Satoko-chan's parents, but eventually the whole family was seen as a target. As a result, her uncle and aunt were caught in the line of fire too. It's kind of ironic. That was the reason they started abusing Satoko-chan to begin with. See? Ranger gets it. There. That's what I mean. It's because they're the same height. No, I think Ranger is one of those people that contains more greatness on the inside than on the outside.
So you're saying he's small?
No, I'm saying Ranger is awesome.
It's new.
My uncle and aunt were not in support of a dam project, but because of Satoko's parents, they were also attacked. After Satoko's parents died, they were forced to take care of their 2 children. It finally makes sense. I can see the whole picture now. I wish you could see the whole picture, but with how Tifa is sitting.
I'm still in free.
He said I have a power cosmic, that explains my hunger. And Tifa doesn't know what that is.
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somehow it makes me think Silver Surfer.
Oh shit, Tifa knows something. Okay, who else?
The guy that eats planets.
How does Tifa know things suddenly? Okay.
Maybe I knew all along and I just pretend I don't know.
Okay, so from now on... Nerd! Here's the true question you must ask yourself. Every time we have a moment where it's like, oh, Tifa doesn't know thing that people know about. Is she playing dumb? Trying to, I don't know, make a fool out of you, thinking she's the fool? Or is she just genuinely not aware because she just doesn't know?
The world will never know.
I think we know, Tifa. I think we know. She beat the Dark Souls boss on first try, just assume she knows literally everything. That's the answer, isn't it?
For a moment, I let my true power shine through there. But
Yeah.
then I was like, nah.
For just a moment. Like, we sometimes tend to look at Tifa and we see her power like a match that's been lit, but it's flickering in the wind. When truly it was our eyes that were closed, for Tifa is like the sun.
Blinding. So you cannot see the truth.
They're also very, very loud. Do you know that the sun is really loud?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we just
Makes
can't hear it
sense.
because of space and stuff between them.
That makes a lot of sense actually.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm usually not the one described as loud. I speak very softly.
Which is annoying as fuck to me, yes. We see his Cobalt. Yes, we do. Cobalt also reads lines, hopefully, at some point.
And conflict is over. And Satoko Shell's parents are dead. I think the Sonozaki family should speak out and publicly forgive the Hojo family.
That would be a sign of strength too, no? That you can show your supporters that we are capable of change, we are capable of going with the times.
But once again, there's an issue.
That we're old.
Granny is afraid that the elderly people here will lose their trust in her if she publicly forgives the Hojo family.
Well, then the answer is clear, no?
Kill all of them?
Shion, where's your taser? Or just get rid of all the old people, yeah.
Just fully charge it.
See? Now we get it. The issue wasn't that Reina killed Teppei and Rina. The issue wasn't that Keiichi tried to kill Teppei. The issue was that we didn't kill the right people and enough of them. It's always been the old people of Hinamizawa that need to be dealt with.
This reminds me of a type of spider, and I forgot what the name is. Basically, after the mother spider has her eggs hatched, her body becomes weakened after giving birth, and she sacrifices herself to her children. So the baby spiders start eating her while she's still alive.
Willingly, or they overpower her?
No, willingly. It's part of their chain.
That's fucked up, yes.
It's to make sure that the offspring survives.
They
So
will
basically,
have nutrition to kickstart their life.
she gets eaten, but they live in like a colony sort of thing. And after the next generation is born and has eaten the mother, they will still be hungry because of the sheer amount. And they start moving to every adult spider in the colony and eat all of them until there's only that generation left. And then at some point, that generation will start laying eggs. They will get eaten, and it's kind of how their chain is. So basically, where I'm going is...
Theseus as spiders. Just the end of Charlotte's Web. I wouldn't know. You sure you're not thinking of a Chimera Ant Queen from Tifa?
No, No. That's an actual spider type. I can look up what it's called. But so basically, now we are the next generation. And the point I'm getting to is just get rid of the old generation.
Okay.
You're older than me.
No. I'm a rebel.
I'm 12, by the way. I'm not your uncle. I'm your brother. I just have, what's that syndrome called where you start old? Benjamin Button
disease.
syndrome.
Yeah.
I have Benjamin Button disease.
Mm-hmm. Quick activate the skin filters on stream. Bing! Baby face. I too hate the baby boomers. Who doesn't? Eating boomers would solve a pension problem, actually.
Housing problems.
Yeah. Hunger issues.
I'm just saying.
We're not saying cannibalism is a valid solution for society's problems,
But it's there.
it is a solution. Don't do that.
The reason why it's illegal is because the people who make the law are all old themselves.
Exactly. Think about it. Big Old is trying to keep us down. It seems like the Sonozaki family is as worried about people taking them lightly as the consultation center is.
I heard this directly from her, so I'm sure that's what's happening. All she could do was tell everyone not to bother the Hojo family anymore. When she dies, she wants the next family head to officially declare the end of the dam conflict and stop discriminating against the Hojo family.
Imagine trying to make the world a better place yourself. No, just do it after I die. By the way, I'm immortal.
Then how about instead of waiting until she dies...
Step down.
No, I'm not saying step down, but instead of just waiting until she dies, how about this generation, which is already openly showing affection to Satoko, because it's no secret that their friends makes that step already. My mom knows about this too. Also imagine having that in your will.
Stepping down? Showing weakness? I don't even think... I hear you, I truly do. But I never considered this to be showing weakness. I always considered I am aware of a situation and I'm making room for other people.
Yeah, we're like Queen Elizabeth. We ain't stepping down.
I have no love for any royal family, but by definition, wasn't the idea that you are the monarch until you die? I know technically you can abdicate the throne or you can step down.
I don't think that's a by definition thing.
Wasn't it?
And I feel like in her case it was even worse because there were moments where she was actually gonna...
Allegedly, we don't know that.
Oh, there it is. She was gonna pass over the crown to, what's his name currently? Charles? King Charles.
Prince Charles. He will always be Prince for me, sorry.
And I was like, nah. Yeah, we're changing this speech. Nah.
Well, the problem is, if you believe you are the most well-equipped person for a job, that equally means everybody else is a worse choice.
And also, if you enjoy what you do, I wouldn't want to hand it over either.
My royal family is Dusty and Cody Rhodes. I don't know who these people are. I hope they're good people.
Rhodes, isn't that a microphone company?
That's Rode. That's spelled differently.
Looking at our microphone because I thought we had...
We do, and it's spelled differently, as you can see.
Yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev, take down that egg! I don't think I could. The anti-Kaiser eggs. That sounds like a Digimon move, actually. Just saying.
Slightly.
WWE, yeah, that's why I don't know. It's a quarterback of a company. I hope he'll move on to do better things, man.
Oh, I heard about it from her, actually. It's just that old hag's stubborn pride.
I am the best person to lead the charge of the village. And I am very much aware that I'm stubborn and stupid and prideful, but I will do nothing to instill upon all of you that that is not the best way to rule. Instead, I will die, like holding on, clutching on to old values that we all believe are outdated because, fuck you.
Let me ask you this. It sounds to me like the mayor and his people threatened Mion and told Chia-sensei they'd close the school. How about them? Do they still have bitter feelings towards the Hojo family?
It's ridiculous. Even Uncle Kimiyoshi thinks no one in the village hates the Hojo family.
Clearly somebody must. It's just sad that the damn conflict hasn't completely ended for these people. But I'm still afraid of being bad-mouthed behind their backs if they interact with the Hojo family.
You're bad-mouthed behind your back anyway.
I will bad-mouth you
village.
because you're a piece of shit person.
It's the village life, like we have nothing else to do.
It's not just the village life, it's everywhere.
It's more in the village life, it's the everyone knows everything about everyone.
Yeah, but do I need to remind you that even in our apartment block, where I don't know 80% of the people, they have opinions on us? Do I need to remind you that not too long ago, a neighbor of ours, an older couple, walked up to us and were like, "Oh, we barely ever hear you. Were you on a vacation?" And we're like, "No, we haven't been on a vacation in like 2 or 3 months now." "Oh, it always seems like you're not around. We never hear you."
Yeah, but he was trying to catch us on renting out our apartment, wherever that even comes from.
Imagine complaining that your neighbors are too quiet.
We haven't been on a vacation in 2 or 3 days.
It must have been an hour at least since our last vacation. Yes, Ranger, such is the European life, and I can recommend it wholeheartedly for everybody. Every country should be like this. Cody Rhodes is the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, a classic wrestler from the pre-W era.
Also, it makes it even better because in 3 days, when I look at my watch that's not there, at 3 days we have a vacation.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ranger, for reminding us. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Sometimes.
But people like you and Rika-chan interact with her.
Dark Lord? I mean, now the moment's gone, but... And Ranger isn't the right recipient for this, but I have a good comeback for that as well that I just thought about. Or that I just remembered, I've heard it before. You are what you eat.
Monte Carlo?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Well, you are what you eat. Tifa doesn't care. It's fine. I'm young and I don't have many ties to the town council either. Plus, Rika-chan is special. She's the reincarnation of oyashiro-sama.
See? She's special.
You're special.
Oyashiro-sama was the one who brought humans and demons together. Which means...
She was able to live with Satoko even though Satoko is not accepted by the villagers. After hearing all of this, I'm beginning to understand how difficult it was for Satoko to live in this village. She always acted bright and cheerful in school and in the club. I thought that was her whole world, but I had no idea how she felt when she was walking around alone in the village. She probably went grocery shopping even knowing that people were going to ignore her. She felt the coldness from them, but she was standing strong on her feet. I had no idea she was going through something like that. I knew she went through tough times during the dam conflict, but I had no clue that she was struggling to this day. Didn't we talk about this an age ago? I think back in chapter 3, when all of this was kind of brought up already.
Yeah, basically. Now I have to assume Jack has never seen Happy Gilmore.
I actually have multiple times.
Isn't that the golf one?
Correct. Which just recently got a sequel on Netflix.
Yeah, I think that's why I know. Because I haven't seen it, but I have seen the ads for Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix.
It's supposed to be a good for a Sandler film. Well, if you like Sandler comedies, then I think Happy Gilmore is up there, yes.
Well,
Adam Sandler can act Spanglish. Click to a degree. Uncut Diamonds, or Uncut Gems, I forgot the title. He can act.
He has a couple of good ones. I really enjoyed 50 First Dates and the one in prison, the American soccer one, or American football. What was it? Courtyard? No? The Yard? The Yard?
I don't recall.
I think it was the Yard, the Courtyard, the back...
The
longest
Longest
yard. Thank you. I knew
There
it
you
was
go.
something with Yard. Like, I enjoyed those 2 movies.
Adam Sandler has found a niche and he sticks to it mostly.
Adam
And it works for
Sandler
him.
is his own genre, but
Yeah,
he kind of established his own.
yeah. And I mean, good for him. Like, I would do the same thing if I could. Tangent. When I left Fantastic Four a couple of weeks back, I thought, wow, that was intense. And this morning I took Olivia and looked over to see her, and she was crying and cheering by the end. That is adorable.
For Fantastic Four.
That is adorable.
Wait,
I'm really glad that you enjoyed it, and then you also could enjoy it together with her, and that she seemed to be really into it too.
But that's not K-pop Demon Hunters.
Exactly. Apologize to your overlords at Sony Animation Studios.
Uncut Gems is so damn intense with a good punch ending. I have never
Still haven't
seen it. I think there might still be a lot of Adam Sandler movies I haven't seen actually.
Longest Yard was a remake. Original had Burt Reynolds. Don't think I've seen that one either.
Don't think so either. I only know the Adam Sandler one, and that one I really enjoyed.
As if K-pop Demon Hunter wasn't playing when I got home. Good. That's how it's done, don't you think? One might argue now you're golden.
The number of times she's gonna watch it is only gonna go up, up, up.
Exactly. If you don't know why we're speaking like this, go watch that movie. It's
It's really good.
actually really good. Sandler's usually better when he's not directing the films. Fair.
I thought he directs all of his films.
The lines we didn't read. This is how they sound like. Mm-hmm. Yes, Psycho, I was going for that one next, but you beat me to it. Thank you.
Oh, that is one of the best press A's.
Mm-hmm.
There actually is.
10 out of 10. 11 out of... No, not 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10.
I will get into it, but there literally hasn't been a day yet that it hasn't been played. So
I understand that.
I think I've seen the movie like 9 times in total. And sometimes I put it on as like background and I know what happens, and then still I drop everything and I still somehow watch it.
As a gym song, as in just one song I listen to on repeat because it keeps me hyped up enough. I used to listen to the Dun 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 opening, season 1, on repeat at the gym. And ever since I watched the movie, it's how it's done. Just 2 hours, just that song on loop, and I haven't gotten bored of it yet.
Whatever works.
Directs most of his comedies from his own production company, Happy Madison.
Madison rings a bell. That's his daughter, isn't it?
I don't know. Click made me cry. Same. Click made me have an existential crisis.
Also
Hated
a good
that movie. I mean, it's good that it had that punch effect on me, but I hated that.
Yeah, the sad story. And the whole thing is just nonsense too.
You just summed up most Adam Sandler movies. Click is emotionally manipulative. A film fucks with you on purpose, and it does that really well. Do you feel that way too, Raina? I feel exactly the same.
No one feels bitter towards Satoko-chan, but everyone is afraid that something bad will happen to them if they interact with her. Whose fault is this? No one's? Well,
Everybody's.
everybody's, but in this case, I'm gonna put it at Oreo.
Yeah, she
As
should
a leader,
step
she
up.
has to step up. We all know that they're following her, so obviously her not taking action on this makes this partly her responsibility. And she's also the cause of it, basically. Is the land or society making them think that way? No, Oreo is.
It's no one's fault. Yet they're so worried about everyone else's opinion they can't forgive her, huh?
Oh, we should go out at night with a bucket of goat's blood and write on every door, Satoko sympathizer.
Hojo lover.
Yeah, stuff like that, so that they can all point at one another.
Yeah, if everybody is to blame, nobody's to blame.
But it has to be with goat's blood.
Why goat's blood?
I don't know, wasn't that the same in the Moses movie?
Are you making shit up again?
No.
What Moses movie?
That your house would be protected if the sign was in...
What Moses movie?
Goat's blood. I forgot what
You
the
can't
name
just
was.
continue on with your line without explaining that first.
I figured that if I explain it, you know which one I was talking about. And it feels like it has significance.
Also, Happy Madison is named after his 2 original films, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay, fair. I somehow thought that was his daughter or something.
The movie is fucked up. Shout out to the Old Testament.
It is actually called Moses, isn't it? It's Disney? No, it's not Disney. It's Pixar?
Tifa will
I think
literally
it's
do
Pixar.
anything other than to read her lines.
Gotta rewatch it. Yes. That kind of atmosphere is great when the wind's blowing in a good direction. People would act kindly and help each other. But the case of the Hojo family is totally the opposite. It's spreading like a mold, and no one can do anything about it. Try bleach. What do you do with a rotten tatami mat? You have no choice but to toss it out and get a new one.
Well, so let's toss out all the old people and get new ones. Easy. Did you think of a movie, The Prince of Egypt?
Yes, that is it.
Scarred
Thank
me as a
you.
child. Well, look at the source material. That's why.
It was a really good movie. It was brilliantly made. Beautiful soundtrack.
So the mayor is pressuring us not because he hates Satoko, but because he thinks that if he lets us run free, someone who doesn't even exist might talk badly about him. So that's why he can't leave us be.
After hearing all of this bullshit, I would just call in sick and just spend the entire day in front of the child consultation center. Like, this is absolute.
I think
absolutely
actually,
nuts.
I hate to say this, but I think Tifa with her "let's just blame everybody" is actually onto something. If nobody is without sin, nobody can have this whole "I'm holier than thou" attitude anymore. If we could just start blaming everybody, then nobody would be blameless.
The main blame, though, is Mame. No, I'm
Exactly. Thank you for the 7 stream streak.
kidding. I appreciate it. Love.
Hold on, are we talking about peak? Apparently, it's Higurashi.
Higurashi.
Higupeem. Because M is 2 more than K actually. Prince of Egypt is by DreamWorks, but it's mostly recycled from the 10 Commandments, a 70s classic.
Oh, DreamWorks, that's what it was. Yeah.
Dark Lord with a lore.
Kind of forgot DreamWorks was also a thing there. I call that someone the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Everyone is afraid of that someone, even though he doesn't exist. Hanyu pouting in the background. I do exist. Oh, no, actually, no more.
Shut up and read your fucking lines.
But that someone doesn't exist, and they're not a real person. Okay, no, sorry, I have to. There's this meme that went viral a while ago, maybe only in Germany. And she starts speaking in English over the intercom like, oh, we've just been told that our stop has been cancelled because our train does not exist. But we do exist. We are here. We exist. And
German
then
railways in a nutshell.
yeah, basically. I just heard her voice in the back of my head like, we exist. Sorry.
My mom used that movie, Prince of Egypt, to remind me to pray or I'll die in my sleep like those kids. I laugh, but it's not funny. This is... no. This is shock laughter. Southern baptism is one hell of a drug. Yep. It can be. Apparently. People do crazy shit out there, I tell you.
Oh, that is one motivator.
Yeah.
Then every time you hear a grasshopper, I would be traumatized. Like, are they coming for me?
Go back inside and start praying, because clearly you made God angry. Shion's theory sounded very interesting. Everyone follows the rules because they're afraid of that someone. However, even the leaders of the village are afraid of the same thing. Everyone in the village is following the rules because they're afraid of someone who doesn't even exist. I think they're beating us over the head with Oyashiro-sama doesn't exist. It's just people making shit up.
It's they don't believe in it.
They still follow the rules of the dam conflict, thinking that they'll be cursed if they forgive Satoko. Who the hell is that someone? They could only call it the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama cursed the Hojo family because they supported the dam project. They still believe that, and Satoko is struggling because of it. Word on the street is the fierce stunted ranger's growth.
If he remained small, the grasshoppers couldn't see him.
He could only grow as high as the weeds would grow to be safe.
Absolutely messed up though.
Ranger, I hope it's okay that we're all laughing about this, because how the fuck do you tackle this at face value? Like, I'm glad you got out of this, because yeah, that's not a way to live. I'm laughing and almost choked on my beans.
Jelly beans?
You're welcome, Ranger. Please don't choke them. 3 apples tall. Whatever God allows.
Oh, absolutely messed up. Oh yeah, sure, Sama. I still need a moment.
The fact that we're not really seemingly getting anywhere, that we have to take a detour every 2 sentences in game, is because Ranger didn't pray enough.
Fucking Tuesday, man.
Yep. I don't even have a taco. Is it really a Tuesday, man?
That's the true curse of oyashiro-sama.
That is true.
Yeah.
But we all still love you the same, Sal. That is true.
Yes, we do. I got my finger stuck in the... couldn't get
Wow,
out.
crossing your fingers!
They're not crossed here, they're just tied together.
Now, enough finger BDSM. Ranger, love.
Love.
Ranger heard you playing with the big boys now. He knew that song wasn't about him.
Stop! He's already dead. You know, we have evolved from Yo Mama jokes to Ranger jokes.
Aren't you happy that I made that X-Log emote? By the way, it's still called X-Log. I never changed my name, Tifa.
I'm not even going into this.
Good. As you should. No.
Cold coffee.
Go on.
Okay. Oyashiro-sama will not curse Satoko. She thinks Satoko is adorable. Please don't use her name for something horrible like that.
She. Rika-chan made a sad face. She's the shrine maiden for Oyashiro-sama and the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
So what if she publicly announces?
That's what I've been begging for like 5 chapters. Ever since we learned that Satoko is being shunned for her last name. Yes. Why is nobody using all of their friggin' power and influence that they have here?
Even though, like I already said, it shouldn't be necessary. Rika's best friend is Satoko. They live together. What is there to forgive?
Yes.
Like, it's obviously clear that she is forgiven. Otherwise, this situation wouldn't be the case.
Talking about forgiveness. Wait, Ranger, with Southern you mean from the US South, right? You're safe, Mame. I think. I hope. But...
Wait, what other Southern are we talking about?
South is a direction, Tifa. I think Southern Baptist is a US thing. I don't think we have any branches in Europe. Or the rest of the world, really. I don't think there's a curse in this village at all. Everyone is just convinced that there is. If that's the case, this isn't the Child Consultation Center's fault at all. The whole village bears responsibility. Yes!
But mainly Oreo.
Oh.
Oh, there's the music again.
Did you hear a whoosh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think so too. I thought appealing to the Child Consultation Center would solve the problem, but that's not going to do anything.
A rotten tatami mat, huh? We can't just clean the surface. Even if the consultation center does save Satoko, that's nothing but a temporary fix. I guess we need to throw away the rotten tatami mat so we can save it for good. Yep, that tracks. American Christianity is a scourge. I would put that into quotation marks. I want to believe that there are people who consider themselves to be Christian and actually follow Christian values. Not what we see in a lot of news and television, unfortunately, about, for example, the last 130 days of the current legislation. Because
But that's something
those
with
are
all
not
religions.
Christian values. I mean, again, yeah, religion can be misused by the wrong people, as happens every single day. But the whole love your neighbor, when are they gonna start? That seems to be an issue for a lot of them.
Loving your neighbor is fine, unless they're gay.
Yeah, what if it's my neighbor's neighbor? That's not my neighbor.
Exactly.
I
Like at some point it stops.
also, just in case.
Judgment Day takes too long, I will take judgment.
What's the line on Lady Liberty? There's an inscription in the book. Give me your poor, your huddled masses, something like this. What happened to that? Like, at some point, Trump and his cronies will need to take down Lady Liberty. Because, like, literally, you have that thing standing there, inviting people who are less fortunate to come in. It's one of your, like, one of a great Americana. Whereas what constitutes a true religion changes with legislation. When maybe church or maybe religion and state should be completely disconnected from another. Just saying, could be done.
Could be, but not really happening. I can see that in some point in the future. But it's gonna take at least 2 or 3 more generations.
I'm not saying
before that's gonna
outlaw
be
it
a
or
thing.
anything, I'm just saying have a government and then have religion and faith and belief and all of that.
Yeah, that's still gonna take several generations before you're even gonna touch that point.
So you're saying once again old people have a problem?
Yes. I mean, look at Germany.
Yeah, it's,
We go like, oh, state and government are...
stores
mixed.
can't
No,
open
they're-
on Sundays because church complained nobody's coming to mass anymore. Yeah.
Like, no, they're not. Unless I say I'm not religious, specifically at the tax office.
By default, you pay church tax to the Pope.
For example, like that is not having
true.
these things separated. I remember being confused about that because when I moved to Germany, I wasn't asked anything about my religion. I didn't say anything about religion.
And then you started paying church taxes.
Yeah, look at my first payslip here. I'm like, what is this?
And you might think, well, Germany is a multi-national country and open to all faiths, so clearly the church tax would go to every church. No. No, it
Things
doesn't.
also picked which ones get funding.
That would also make sense, but again, the answer is no. There's a default setting and it's the one you think of.
Well, all I'm saying with that is that church and state are definitely not divided, and
Yes.
we're a very long way from
Separated.
and we're a very long way from even having that separated. I think that's not going to be our lifetime.
I would like.
Yeah, but it's not happening.
We had this topic, learn the language, get a job, don't do crime. Do that and you're a citizen in my book. It would be that easy for me as well, but
Yeah.
too many people disagree.
And pay your church tax.
You say clearly, but all I've ever thought of with Germany is Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, I love the zombies, man.
Also,
Zombies.
zombies make sense. It's zombies that are a bit melancholic. They are somber. They are zombies. Makes sense to me.
I think those tatami mats are all assembled nearby.
I agree.
So now storm back in and protest.
Most of them are within a 20-meter radius of here.
Hey, Keiichi, Reina, what are you guys going to do?
The right fucking thing that you, schmeons, didn't do. You sit at the source of a power and you've done jack shit with it. Still makes me angry. My Hispanic lisp slipped down. Onto the key.
And I hate it when my accent comes out when I type.
Neon, You're deeply involved in the village. I know you feel hesitant to save Satoko as one of the leaders here. I understand why you and Chie-sensei almost gave up under the pressure. But I have nothing to lose. Maebara-san, are you really going to? Right here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of that rotten tatami mat. Will you join me, Reina?
This is very admirable. Yes. I'm tougher than you think.
I know, but you should settle down just a little bit. I feel like you could blow up a school if you get too serious. Talking about America. Sorry.
Wow. Low blow.
Yes, unfortunately.
I think you could beat up someone with a metal bat if you got too serious.
We're both pretty tough, huh? Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And when they go in there, like in an old Bud Spencer and Terence Hill movie, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google them, I guess. And they just slap the shit out of every old person they see. They just stand back to back and they spin around in a circle, just bitch slapping people.
That would be deserved.
Also, which half of the accent?
Both of them.
Mine or Tifa's?
Mine, I think.
All of them. I understand your position, Mion. You don't have to come with me. Just leave if you think things are going to get out of control. This is more dangerous than any club activity. And I'm damn serious about this.
Go get him.
As the next head of her family, she shouldn't agree with me. But she stared in silent approval of what I was about to do.
No, she should. It's the wishes of her grandmother that the next head of the family forgives her. Okay. If you're going to take that risk, then I'm coming with you too.
Fucking finally! It took too long, I still haven't forgiven you, but thank you for at least being with us on this one. That's the way. Just watch how I'll take care of this.
What about you, Shi-chan? Fortunately, I have nothing to lose. I'll support you guys.
3 nails say different.
It's gonna be a bit more.
Chie-sensei, Mr. Principal, I understand your stance. We're not in school right now. Please forgive what we're about to do now.
Wait, the principal was
The
also standing
principal
there?
is still standing there the entire time like, This is a tough situation if nothing even being spoken.
You're right. I'm not your teacher right now. The principal and I will entrust our will to you.
I'm supporting you guys too. If they want me out of a village, I'm willing to close down my clinic. It's only natural for a master to sacrifice everything to save his future mate. I can feel everyone's power flowing into me. I'm not even going to try and cool down. I need to be fired up for something like this. As I turned back, I noticed ooishi-san and my dad. I didn't know how long they'd been standing there. Oh, the dad is alive. Cool, good to know. You seem excited about something, Maebara-san. Ooishi-san, you told me last night that there are some things that a man can't give up on. We have to take a chance, even when it's risky. Keiichi, don't stop me, Dad. I know it's important to be polite, but I need to do this for my friend.
Don't stop me now.
Having such a bad
save
time.
Satoko.
We're having a bad time.
Wow. No, we're saving Satoko.
Because we're having a bad time. I'm not going to stop you. Huh? He gave me a big smile. I've never seen my dad smile like that before. I believe in what you just told Ooishi-san. There are some things that a man should not give up on. You'll encounter something like that in your life sooner or later. If this is that time, then I'm not going to stop you.
Keiichi-kun's father is so cool.
It would be really cool if he came in and supported us instead of going, I'm not going to stand in the way. Of course, he's my dad. He's at least half as cool as me. Cue laugh track. I'm not from Hinamizawa. I can't take either side, but I'll be watching you closely, Maebara-san. When it's make or break the game. When it's make or break the game.
Mahjong.
Let's make or break the game. Take the risk and discard for the middleweight. This is something my old friend used to say.
I bet you can't take a side because you're a Sonosaki.
Secretly? That grey hair used to be green, trust me. Mahjong terms, I guess, yeah, it's like... You can't compromise once you make a decision. If you're going to forfeit, do so immediately. But if you're going to fight, be confident in yourself. Mahjong uses double-double scoring after all. Even if you get a small amount of points several times in succession, you'll lose if someone scores a lot of points all at once. You just have to be confident when you're ready to fight. Sure. You play Mahjong too, Maebara-san. They start talking about Mahjong together. This is going to be interesting. Someone from the committee came out and told us to come inside for the meeting. It was time for it to start. Alright, let's go inside. I feel like we're finally getting up on the stage.
No wonder we felt something was missing at the Child Consultation Center.
Yeah. This was supposed to be the stage all along. We were fighting with the wrong people for the past 3 days. Let's go! Someone pulled my shirt. It was Rika-chan.
Keiichi,
You're not only Satoko's best friend, but you're also a member of the village's 3 families. You can just watch what Reina and I are going to do. But if you're willing to help us save Satoko, I want you to support us.
you're going to try and change those hard-headed men.
And women. I'm going to change them. I told you before, fate is thinner than a piece of paper. I'll tear it down with ease. If they cut the chapter here, I'm gonna flip my shit.
What's going to happen?
Ooh, Tifa taking over as the narrator.
They're calling the traditions of the village the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Shion sure has an interesting theory. Is Keiichi going to smash it in two? Can he destroy the curse of Oyashiro-sama?
His side special is very strong.
He will break it. Keiichi has the power to break everything. It's not just Keiichi's power though. Because everyone is working together, Keiichi is able to break anything. The energy is more powerful than the lucky 6 on the die. It's not luck. He's destroying fate with his own 2 hands. Everyone followed Keiichi and entered the assembly hall. I followed in after them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with Keiichi. If this doesn't work out, that's fine for me, or that's it for me. I'm going to give it my very best. Skip to next day in class.
I swear, if we don't get the epicest speech of all, I'm gonna riot.
We're gonna skip it. Tip.
What?
Tip.
We're reading the tip and we're continuing. I need that speech in my life today.
Nah, the speech is for tomorrow.
Don't make me do all the voices myself.
But...
No, I don't give a fuck. A civil servant's preparations.
Let's see how long the tip is.
This behavior is because Ranger didn't pray hard enough as a kid.
I see. Well, good as long as we know that the town council and the Onigafuji guardians aren't involved. Please take care of Satoko Hojo's case without worrying about it too much.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you're the chief, I am Harayama.
Fine.
Well, I'm glad to know that the whole village isn't backing them.
I wonder though, do you think this phone call is after the whole speech at the thing or before?
I don't know. I cannot tell yet.
I wouldn't agree with them if they were though. No matter who's pulling the strings, we must treat every case equally. This whole odd rule that we have to give Hinamizawa special treatment is only due to the precedent set when we let threats influence us before.
Well, you're absolutely right, sir, but...
Please continue to work on this case. The manager from the municipal government assured us that the town council has nothing to do with this petition. It's a problem that our organization is so afraid of one tiny community. As a manager, you should think about that a little.
Yes, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that the village isn't supporting them.
You must act the same way even if the village doesn't support them, no matter who's behind the scenes.
You completely butchered the line. You said the opposite of what it said.
You must act the same way even if the village does support them, no matter who's behind the scenes. Please be very careful with the Satoko Hojo's case. You just said we treat all of it the same, so why should we be extra careful?
You should be very careful with all of them, don't you think?
Don't try to give her any special treatment, you understand? But by being extra careful about the case, we're already giving it special treatment.
You should be careful of all of them, like I just said. Give me that speech. No, you stomach. It's hers this time.
But the speech is probably gonna be long.
Tifa, deal with it. We didn't listen to all of your leech talk earlier and all of that other stuff for us not to get the speech tonight.
Fine, fine.
Ooh, again, new music.
It's very determination. Oh, go for it.
It's giving me subdued Mortal Kombat for some reason.
We have a speech to listen to. It's giving me more on C vibes though, but...
Preparing for a raid in Final Fantasy XIV.
No, I'm really just getting on a wooden ship. Action is starting to happen. Just before the battle, maybe bombs are being thrown at us.
Is what I just said, preparing for a raid in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, but I'm saying the specific setting.
Favoritism is a hard path to prevent. Well, maybe all of them should be a favorite. Just saying. Excuse me, I have something to say before the meeting starts. They all knew immediately that I was going to say something about Satoko. I guess they weren't just old for show. Ableism, ageism.
Oh, Keiichi-kun, today is our final meeting before festival, so can you bring up your personal issue later?
No, you. I ignored him and continued talking. If you have something to say, just tell me directly. Don't go through Mion or Chia-sensei. I don't like it when people are so indirect. Let's talk face to face. Everyone went quiet. Nobody there wanted to be involved in a conversation about the Hojo family. Everyone here knows that Satoko Hojo is practically being confined by her uncle and suffering at his hands. Well, I don't care that you're not proactive about helping her. I'm sure that some of you don't want any trouble. But we're different. Satoko is our friend. We're fighting as hard as we can to save our friend from danger. However...
Keiichi-kun, we're aware of all of that. All we're saying is that you've done enough to the consultation center by now.
Is there a problem if we continue our appeal?
Of course there is. It's a big problem too.
Someone with a stern voice spoke out to me. I had gotten under their skin. Then what is the problem? Can you explain it so a child like me can understand?
The damn conflict ended ages ago. The age of banding together and storming public offices is over.
Are you listening to yourself? The subject wasn't even Satoko anymore. All they had to offer was a bunch of excuses. I'm not asking about your past, and the damn conflict has nothing to do with this. This is my war. So if you're going to partake in my war, then let's make it clear if you're my enemy or my ally. Which is it? Are you my allies or my enemies? Listen to the things that come out of this boy's mouth. Young people these days don't know how to be polite. The whole room lit up and started filling with the smell of gunpowder. I think that's just the smell of old people, to be honest. However, none of my allies let themselves get swept up in the commotion and maintained their harsh stares. Those expressions made me feel as though I had a million supporters behind me. I was standing in front only as their representative. It wasn't my fight alone. This was everyone's fight. Because of that realization, the fierce look the old people were giving me didn't intimidate me at all. He can be your angel or your devil. It's from a meme, isn't it?
It's
Feels familiar.
Keiichi-kun, this is not about us being your enemy or not. Our village fought with these officials during the dam conflict. However, I do understand that this has nothing to do with that. The dam conflict is a thing of the past.
I don't care what you thought about that. I'm talking about me, my friends, and Satoko. I never asked you about the damn conflict. Ever thought of getting your ears checked, old man?
That one might have cut it a bit too far.
No, I'm pissed.
Why, you? How can you speak to your elders like that? You disrespectful little brat. I'd like to have a word with your parents.
My dad, standing behind me, gave an apologetic and bitter smile. Pardon me. I'm his father, you see.
You're his father? How could you raise him like this?
I guess I'm not a very good parent. I'm not sure if I raised Keiichi the way I was supposed to. My dad paused. The next moment, however, his expression changed to a glare. However, a single man known as Keiichi Maebara is standing here before all of these faces to voice his appeal that something about this doesn't make any sense. I don't care if he's my son or not. He's only making his assertion as a man. So I don't think there's really any reason to be talking to me here. How dare you disrespect our blind hatred of children? Exactly. Exactly. Silence filled the room as the old people sat there with their mouths agape. Ooishi-san broke the silence with laughter. You've got plenty of pride, don't you?
My name is Reina Ryugu. Can I ask something? I don't understand the logic of how the dam conflict being over becomes a reason we shouldn't make our appeal to the Child Consultation Center. Would you explain that to us in detail?
Reina's voice remained perfectly level as though the matter didn't concern her. However, I could see the fury in her eyes. I was probably the only one who noticed that fury. The old people seemed like they'd rather deal with her than me.
Reina-chan!
No.
Rena-chan! This village has no reason to fight with the government now that the dam conflict is over. During that time we did fight them, true.
Why are you putting your coffee on?
Because I'm moving it for the water. But after the conflict was over, that's water under the bridge. So our village re-established relationships with the government. Hinamizawa is not an individual country. We're just a small village in Japan. The government is taking care of us. That's why we need to try and get along with them. It might be water under the bridge now, but it's still water on the duck's back and we need to shake it off.
So let's start with the fact that you could know that Reina prefers being called Reina and still you called her Rena. So your opinion is effectively invalid to me.
Nah, for old people,
Fuck
they
that.
probably don't even know.
Fuck that.
You're right. It is important for a village to have a good relationship with the government. Listen to Rena-chan, she understands us at least.
Maebara's boy ought to learn from her.
I heard little bits and pieces from the noise of a crowd.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Hinamizawa has been trying to fix its relationship with the government ever since the dam conflict ended.
Exactly, just like Mion-chan said.
The old man cheered. However, Shion was the next to open her mouth.
That's why the town council and the government officials are best friends now. In fact, 2 officials always come along on the town council's annual hot spring trip. They get paid to participate too. The trip itself is mostly paid for with tax money, isn't it? Oh, and I know so many other things. Like the donations for the New Year and end of year parties, as well as the vast financial aid the town council receives for festivities. The upcoming Watanagashi is one of them. The government is putting millions of yen into subsidies and aid. They're the ones who pretty much pay for the whole festival. Ever since the conflict ended, the festival has been getting bigger and bigger. That's because we're receiving money from government officials. So if we get in trouble with them, we might not be able to hold a festival next year. That's why Hinamizawa keeps kissing their asses. Isn't that right, Uncle?
And we're back to butt hickeys.
Shion-chan, how do you know all of that?
I switch places with my sis sometimes.
And the jig is up. What the hell? That's a ridiculous story. I still don't understand why you're against what we're trying to do. Reina, will you sum this up for me? What are they saying?
I'm glad you speak old people, Rena.
Please translate.
Well, basically, they're colluding with the government officials so they can't risk upsetting them.
The whole room went into a panic after Reina summed it up so simply. Some of them were ashamed that we hit the nail on the head, some of them were enraged by our ignorance, and some of them were simply angry about our disrespectful attitudes. If the truth hurts, the problem isn't that the truth is being spoken. All of them combined to throw the room into a chaos of chattering and stomping. It's so ridiculous, it's going to eat up all their crackers and their liquor. Probably.
Be quiet! Be quiet!
How dare you ruin our hot spring trip to protect an innocent child? I know, right? Just pay for it yourselves, you fools. We all settled down after Kimiyoshi-san raised his voice. By the time they quieted, the mayor had a terrible look on his face.
Keiichi-kun, the relationship between the town council and the government officials has nothing to do with this. You're just sidestepping the issue yourself. There's no point in mixing the two together.
Then why did you stop that?
Listen, we won our battle against the dam project, but we're all labeled as a nest of troublemakers. And yes, we were taking advantage of that image during the conflict. However, now that the conflict is over, that image is working against us badly. We need to try and repair it. Otherwise, this village will have no future. Do you understand? It's not just about being your enemy, it's much deeper than that.
It's true, but he shouldn't say it. .jpg.
In other words, you're saying that if Kei-chan rouses everyone to action, then the friendly atmosphere we've developed will be ruined.
The old people nodded as Mion spoke. They were assuming that Mion was on their side.
Mi-chan, what do you mean by the friendly atmosphere? Does that mean that we shouldn't seek help for a poor, innocent girl who's being abused? They're trying to say that the Child Consultation Center is doing their job already, so they want us to stop interfering. Given their position, the officials can't say, "Leave us alone," that strongly. So they're asking our village to deal with the matter for them since they're granting us a lot of subsidies.
But saving that little girl will make us look bad.
Exactly.
Yes, because suddenly it comes out that we've known she's being abused for years. And we never said shit because we're all assholes. Oh, so what you're saying is the town council is the government's lapdog?
Hey you, watch what you're saying. Be a little more respectful, why don't you?
Give me a reason. Why don't you watch what you're saying? I hope you're not refusing to help her just because Satoko is the daughter of a Hojo family.
That's not it! I'm not saying anything about Satoko-san. I'm just telling you to take a look at the bigger picture and show some more restraint in your appeals. The Child Consultation Center isn't ignoring you. I'm sure they've taken your huge protest into account. They already understand your point. We're just saying that you're carrying this way too far.
How?
Keiichi-kun, I just saw something really interesting. See? Look at what's in that picture frame over there.
Reina pointed at the wall and everyone followed the direction of her finger. There were many different picture frames all over the walls of the assembly hall. They mostly had to do with the dam conflict and were usually about glorifying the Onigafuchi Guardians. Reina was pointing at a framed article. Kimiyoshi-san wrote it way back when he was the leader of the Guardians during the dam conflict.
Look at the middle portion there. We attempted peaceful negotiation, but the government and their marionette, the president of the electric company, declined. They have trampled on our village democratic movement and our native land with indescribable atrocities. That's what Kimiyoshi wrote for the dam conflict memorial. He wrote the same thing on the monument too.
Everyone knew why Reina had brought that up. I could hear them all gulping. They attempted to negotiate peacefully with the government and its marionette The electric company. What's this? Are you sure they don't mean the Hinamizawa Town Council instead of the electric company? Still, marionette is a difficult term. Do you think the people understand what that means? Could someone explain it to me?
A marionette is like a puppet. It means that while they're supposed to be an independent organization, they're actually being controlled as though they're dancing on strings.
Did you know, by the way, that there can only ever be one marionette? If there's two, the other one is a Luigi unit. Come on! Come on!
So bad, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Disabled Tifa. Yes, mommy. Yes. 7 out of 10? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, that sounds like the perfect word to describe Hinamizawa right now. Yeah, that is perfect. What are you saying? We're not their marionette, we're just trying to cooperate with them. Calling us a puppet is just splitting hairs.
Well, if it's just splitting hairs, you are saying that you're one and the same anyway, right? But that's what you just stated. You clearly told us that you want us to stop not because of Satoko but for the sake of the village. You said that there's an issue because the village needs to maintain a friendly relationship with the government. Don't tell me that you didn't say exactly that. You did say it, didn't you?
I heard him. He said it had nothing to do with Satoko-chan.
Mion, I thought there was a saying in this village. Something about how the whole village comes together for one villager?
If there's one person coming, 2 should throw rocks at him. If there are 2, 4 would do so. If there are 8, 16 would fight back. And if there's 1,000, the whole village should stand up and fight. If one person is abused, the whole village is abused. We all work together for that one villager. That's the unity of the Guardians. The unity of the Guardians is stronger than rock. That's what their leader said back in the day.
Mayor Kimiyoshi used to be the head of Onagafuchi Guardians. He crossed his arms and started to groan. There were many things he wanted to say, but he knew that none of them would make him look good. And so he continued to stay silent. When I moved here, Mion and Shion told me the valiant story of the dam conflict. But that unity didn't just start a few years ago when the dam conflict happened. I believe those traditions have been here for over 40 years, ever since Japan lost the war. That's why I really respect those who fostered the unity here since that era, and I find them incredible. He's appealing to the old people. And more than anything, I'm impressed by the courage of the Onagafuchi Guardians displayed here in this picture frame. The government tried to pull many dirty tricks to submerge this village under the water, but the Guardians thwarted every one of them. Because of the efforts of those men, Hinamizawa is still here today. If they hadn't done anything, we'd be at the bottom of a lake right now. So I'm grateful that this village still exists with its proud unity and beautiful scenery. I'm proud to call myself a resident of Hinamizawa.
That's damn right!
Someone shouted. It wasn't one of my friends, it was one of the elderly villagers. That's why we fight. Wait.
That's gonna be the plot twist in the end. It's not Japanese or English they're speaking here, it's Fishlish.
Blah 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 blah. How dare you call us out for being collaborators that ignore abuse? I know, right? This is so much like what we just talked earlier. All of these people and, oh, these are my values, these are my beliefs. Yeah, fucking live up to them. Don't just say, oh, I believe we should be. Everybody should be doing this,
yeah,
really.
but it needs to be convenient.
No, it needs to be done. Only then does it mean something. That's why we fight. We fight because we all live together in this village. If there's one person coming, 2 should throw rocks at him. If there are 2, 4 would do so. If there are 8, 16 would fight back. If there's 1,000, the whole village would stand up and fight. If one person is abused, the whole village is abused. Get together for one villager. That's the unity of the Guardians. Satoko Hojo is one of us. You all know how horrible her uncle is. You all know that we can't leave her alone with him for a whole month. We need to save her from her uncle right this minute. We need the power of the Guardians one more time. We need the spirits of the Guardians to reunite again. Reina and Mion applauded, and the applause quickly spread to everyone. I saw smiles creeping across the faces of the old people. However, they quickly wiped away those smiles and started discussing with their neighbors. Peter Quill, we need you. Dance off, bro. That would be so awesome.
Keiichi-kun is right. It's not like Hinamizawa has to obey the government all of the time.
But the damn conflict is over now. The government officials are taking care of us too.
I wasn't aware of that. Are they really supporting us that much?
Well, on a personal level, I agree with what my Maebara boy is saying.
I can't approve of how the town council is operating. Keiichi-kun is right. The village can't put pressure on him just because the government is telling us to do so.
Mr. Mayor, we might not be able to support Keiichi-kun, but I also don't think we have a right to tell him to stop.
I think we can skip a festival or two.
Exactly. Imagine, what is the choice here? Let's watch a little girl be horribly abused, or we all eat takoyaki.
And it doesn't even need to be that expensive, you know, throw barbecue together, everyone pitches in.
Exactly.
Satoko Rika can still do her dance.
Yes.
I'm sure there's people playing instruments.
Yes.
We can have our own little band set up.
Takoyaki sounds kinda good, but yeah. I need the balls in my mouth.
I'm sure someone has the equipment to make takoyaki. I don't like this Maebara boy's attitude. He's way too disrespectful.
You think you can get away with talking to us like that?
3 scary old guys came up to yell at me. I raised my own voice and yelled right back in their faces. It's not about my attitude, it's about the soul of this village. Get out of here if you don't have the courage to stand up for one innocent villager.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Thwack! The big old guy smacked me upside the head. What do you think you're doing? Thwack! I hit him right back and the room went into a panic again.
That's a big no-no.
Reina approached us. I thought she'd come to stop me, but she suddenly hit the old guy in the head too.
What? What are you doing? Don't think you can get away with this just because you're a girl.
If there's 1, 2 people should throw stones. Here we go.
Oh, Reina is...
He thwacked Reina upside the head. And now Mion and Shion need to step in. 1, 2, 4. However, Reina talked back to him with a firm look in her eyes.
If 1 comes at you, 2 should fight back. Isn't that the spirit of Hinamizawa?
Since you heard Reina-san, 4 of us need to retaliate. Let me in on this. Keiichi, your father's going to fight too. Everything you said is right. If they're going to try and stop you with violence, I won't turn a blind eye to that. Violence is the final refuge of the incompetent. Yes. Bitch ass serves you right. Exactly. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Da 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 da.
There are 3 people blocking Keiichi's way. We need 6 people to fight them. Rika-sama! I'm impressed to see the courage of yours, Rika-sama. Let me in too. I too will be taking his side.
Chie-sensei stood up. I thought she had given up under all the pressure. Rika with a steel chair! I would love it.
Just break off one of those wooden pillars.
Yeah.
Bash it on him.
Yeah.
I was almost going to neglect my student. I prioritized myself even though I thought I'd do anything for them.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
ashamed.
fake it, do it.
I'm ashamed to call myself a teacher.
Wearing a fierce expression, she stared at the mayor. That was her answer to the pressure he tried to put on her. Chie-sensei.
I think that I overstepped my bounds as an educator. However, what Maebara-kun is doing is the right thing. As an educator, I have to acknowledge the fact that he's doing something right. I can no longer tell him to stop.
If I have your support, Chie-sensei, then I have nothing to fear. Let me ask you people one more time. Is it more important to stay cozy with the officials than it is to save the life of one poor innocent villager?
You don't even need to ask them, Kei-chan. This is no ordinary assembly hall. This used to be the headquarters of the Onikafuchi Guardians. The people here were all members of the Guardians once.
Then act like it.
Nobody without their spirit would ever come to a place like this.
Clearly some of the posers are here though.
Mion-chan.
Mr. Mayor, Kei-chan's actions are embodying the spirit of Hinamizawa. The way he's trying to fight without fear is exactly what the Onikafuchi Guardians were doing. I think it's shameful for this town council to tell him to stop.
This calm council.
If you're still going to ask him to back off, I'm going to smash all of these pictures on the wall and set fire to the flag of the Guardians.
Not my old people things!
The mayor did nothing but moan. Somebody else raised his voice.
I'm going to support Maebara-kun. He may be disrespectful, but he has the right spirit.
I agree. It's pathetic the way we're colluding with these government officials.
Keiichi-kun, don't worry about what anyone else thinks. Keep on fighting.
Clown council is a correct way to classify it, but Tifa's mouth knew what her brain didn't yet.
Don't give in to the pressure.
The assembly hall instantly filled with a great round of applause. Bit late, but appreciated.
Maebara-kun, tell us what's going on so far.
The clown here, the whole circus.
Very well. On the day Satoko was kidnapped by her uncle, Chie-sensei visited her house. However, he refused to let Chie see her, and it was obvious that something unusual was going on. Chie-sensei called the Child Consultation Center right after that.
That night, a social worker visited her house. However, they determined that there was no abuse going on and that they put her case on hold. This might be a normal way to handle the situation, but they don't know how dangerous the other uncle is. For that reason, the 5 of us went to the Child Consultation Center to let them know how urgent it was that she be rescued. They said they'd take that into consideration, but they still didn't take action after that. We thought 5 of us was not enough. So the next day we went there with more than 20 of our classmates.
You took the whole class!
Kei-chan gave a very moving speech. He told them that they had to save their friend and not abandon her. If he was here during the dam conflict, I'm sure his charisma would have resolved it in a year earlier. We know all too well how spirited this lad is.
The consultation center was still not willing to listen to us on the second day. We made almost no progress. All they told us was they were working on it.
No, Keiichi-kun. You did make progress. They were so intimidated they asked someone from the local government to check on our town council.
The fact that they tried to pressure us to stop meant that what you did was working. You made progress.
I see. I guess you could look at it like that. If they weren't scared of us, they wouldn't have acted that way. On the third day, we called all our friends and gathered 60 people. This time we got to meet the head of the office. He listened to us, but he didn't say what the decision would be.
Keiichi-kun, to tell you the truth, at that point the council had already spoken to the officials and had made our decision to stop you.
So this happened. The tip happened before this scene. As in, before the previous day even.
After the Child Consultation Center confirmed that the whole village wasn't involved in the protest, they decided to just ignore your appeal.
That's what I thought. I could feel that from the way the head of the office treated us. It was obvious that they were just trying to get it over with.
We're planning to go there tomorrow too. I wonder if they'll even pretend to listen. They might not even let us in because they think the village is pressuring us to stop. Which means we need the council to show up with them.
A move that would actually make me teary-eyed is if the whole village went there.
I don't think that's going to happen, but just the council showing
It should.
up.
All of these people should spend the entire next day rallying support. The entire freaking village should go as one mass of people, should walk to Okinomiya, to the Child Consultation Center, and riot in the street. Not break anything, just be really loud and obnoxious so that they hear this.
Yeah. They think that the village is on their side. The village needs to publicly announce that they're supporting Keiichi.
I agree. Otherwise they definitely won't listen to us again.
We should do that! We should tell them that Hinamizawa is not going to stop Maebara-kun from what he's doing.
Personally, I don't want to complain about Keiichi's actions. However, it's complicated when I think about it from the town council's point of view. Even if we tell them that we're not on their side, they'll think that we're on his side. It's tantamount to picking a fight with them. But I still have to respect the opinion of the council too. I can't just decide this on my own. I need to get approval from all the council members.
Most of them are here right now.
So you say, but...
Is Oreo a council member?
Probably is, at least honorary. Let's just be honest here. You're afraid that there are some among you who are against saving the daughter of the Hojo family, aren't you? The whole room sunk into silence. That was the heart of the matter. Everyone thinks that the damn conflict is over. You all told us that a few minutes ago. You also think that there's no need to discriminate against the Hojo family now that everything is said and done. However, you're still afraid of her family.
You're afraid that you'll be badmouthed if you interact with the Hojo family. Satoko-chan's parents were indeed the leaders of the evacuation supporters, but what crime did Satoko-chan herself commit? Personally, I don't have anything against her, but other people do.
I don't have anything against her either. The conflict is over and her parents also passed away.
I don't hate her either, but I know there are some people who still do, yeah? Let me ask you this. If you hate Satoko, raise your hand. I'm sure no one will. Yet you all still believe that interacting with her will make others speak ill of you. However, no one's going to. There is nobody like that.
No, that can't be true. There's one person at least.
Then tell me who it is. Tell me who told you directly that they hate Satoko.
The room fell silent again. It had become obvious that they were all avoiding Satoko because of a huge misunderstanding. The Child Consultation Center won't do anything no matter what we do. We're convinced that the town council is on their side. We won't be able to fight until the council makes it clear that we're not supporting them.
Kimiyoshi, by any chance, do you need approval from someone?
Yeah.
Ouch. You're right on the money with that one.
The mayor forced out a smile. I had no idea what Rika-chan was talking about, but she must have hit the nail on the head. Who could it be, though? Who was that someone?
It's really, are we still... never mind, continue.
This Keiichi doesn't know.
I guess.
If I could persuade them, the village would end up supporting us.
Are you talking about my hag of a grandmother?
The Kimiyoshi family has forgiven the Hojo family. The Furude family has done the same thing, right?
Me?
No, that's why I live with her, you old clown.
I fucking hate Satoko. I hope she burns.
I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire.
I was just bored, so I let you continue. I'm one of the leaders of the 3 families too.
Hinamizawa has 3 powerful families who make all decisions for the village. That's been a tradition since the time of Onigafuchi village. It's kind of an old tradition, but this was a road we couldn't avoid. So all we need is approval from the Sonozaki family. I've heard that they have the most power among the 3.
Good thing we have a representative who's allowed to make decisions on behalf of the Sonozaki family with us.
Everyone knew that, but it was taboo to speak it. It's something only I could say since I didn't have the ties they did.
If we can persuade Nichan's grandmother, will the town council support us? That's kind of a weird question because then Oreo-san is in favor and then suddenly the town council is like, no.
Yeah, then we just tase her.
Exactly.
What do you think, Mion-chan?
I don't want to fight with Granny. But if she's standing between Satoko and safety, I'll have to. I won't be fighting as the next head of the family. I'll be fighting as Satoko's friend.
That's all we can ask for. Kimiyoshi-san, please promise, if we persuade Mion's grandmother, will we have the council's support?
Of course! No one would complain if it was the decision of the three families.
Let me get this straight. You're all refusing to help because you're afraid of Mion's grandmother, right? You're all grown adults, good grief!
That's what you say. But isn't Oreo-san terrifying?
Only because you give her that power.
That's not true. I know Mi-chan's grandmother very well. Sure, she has a scary side, but she's not that bad. Keiichi-kun is scarier than her when he's angry.
Yeah, and Reina is even scarier than me. Alright. I'm going to persuade Mion's grandmother. Support us when we succeed. Actually, don't just quietly support us either. I'm expecting you guys to take action too.
What do you mean by that?
Suddenly old people having to get up. We want the Onigafuchi Guardians to reunite. Are you going to let us kids do all the protesting?
You want us to protest too? We can't do that.
Only if it's convenient, huh?
We should do that! We're going to tell those officials that we're going to fight against them. We need to do everything we can.
Yes, exactly.
If we're going to support Keiichi-kun on behalf of the whole village, we need to make things clear to them. We have to support these kids if we're going to be on their side.
Once we decide to do that, it's no longer just Maebara-kun's fight. It'll be the village's fight too. In that case, you should be our leader, Kimiyoshi-san.
I have a reservation at Angel Lord.
It's for the third fiesta.
Can I call from there?
Do they do takeaway? Do they do deliveries?
There's no way the mayor shouldn't participate in the protest.
Takeaway is a valid question though. If you're gonna protest in front of the building, you need food.
That's how you get support. Hire Angel Mort for catering. Problem solved. Everybody is happy.
Alright, I got it already. If Oreo-san gives us her approval, I'll act like a man. I'll help Keiichi-kun. Does everyone here agree?
As if you can then refuse.
Aye.
But you're not going to help him persuade Oreo-san.
You opportunistic old fuck.
Fine. I'll come with him to persuade Oreo-san. The way he talks might be too immature for her. She needs someone who can talk like an old person.
Good. Feel like we finally got something done.
Okay. So I'm guessing the next scene is going to be hopefully the actual talk with Oreo.
No, I'm not having a stroke or anything. 6 is my lucky number. I saved 6 times, so that hopefully this is gonna go well.
And we only had one fist fight.
Exactly. We just had to smack old people up the head a little bit.
Honestly, sometimes it's just necessary.
I've said this before, I'm saying it again. I'm against violence, but there are certain situations in which a well-appointed slap can solve issues. For example, if I'm having a panic attack, if I get too bad, slap me across my face. Please do, because that will help me snap out of it for a moment. That's a good thing. I'm not saying slap people, I'm saying there are moments. That's just my opinion. Talking about slapping people. I didn't do it hard. Tifa's body is very unique. You need to know this. In the sense that Tifa is what we Germans would call a Klangkörper, a sound body. She is very much made for certain sounds. So if I just do this, it sounds way louder than the amount of power I put into this. Yeah, no boost. But...
Excuse me, do you see the blue here?
Yeah, look, it even left a mark. It looks like a tattoo. Ein Klaps auf den Hinterkopf erhöht das Denkvermögen. A slap to the back of the head makes you think better. I don't think that's actually how that works, but that is a saying in Germany, unfortunately. Some people misuse that. Are we finally getting somewhere, Tifa?
I think we are. But I think I'm also finally there to call it a night because I'm really tired.
Oh, you're so weak. You're so weak, Tifa.
Wait.
You could never be an Onigafuchi guardian.
No. If
Tifa would be like...
These meetings would be past my bedtime.
Tifa would be like, protests? Rioting?
Thanks for not falling asleep. You are welcome.
You are welcome. From me as well, because I want to say the fact that I made a coffee at least didn't make it worse.
No, yeah, sure. Especially in the beginning. I felt like it kind of helped.
It didn't. By the way, there's something a lot of people don't know about coffee, or caffeine, technically the thing that gives coffee an effect. It doesn't make you more awake. Caffeine has the knack that it makes you not more tired. So we locked Tifa in tiredness stasis for a little bit, and now it's gonna continue. So it can help you stay awake, it doesn't make you more awake. That's why a lot of these energy drinks that have lots of caffeine in them also have other things in them to push you higher, which is part of why they're really not good for you.
The moment I lay down, I'm gonna be out.
If Tifa just looks at the desk at the wrong angle because it's a flat surface, her body's just gonna go, oh, sleep. And then she's gonna be out.
I can use a good night's sleep.
Tifa, as the local mental old person, not mentally, but in your customs.
So,
I was gonna say, do you still have anything to riot for? Or do you want to complain about anything? Young people, for example?
I complain about everything.
That's fair enough. I still need to look at butt hickeys, but I will post that on Discord in the NSFW channel after I read up on it, because I don't think that's good for me right now. Press the button. Thank you everybody for reuniting, reinventing the Onigafuchi Guardians of Us. We're back tomorrow, hopefully persuading Oreo. See you then, bye!